recap time. So, oh fuck. um,
That's basically sums up last week for me.
yeah, that's a recap. Oh fuck. That's all I need to say.
We know what happened. It's fine.
So last time, uh, you guys were all taken to the Overlake Hold, which was this big fortress, by the Stone Guard, a sort of militaristic elite guard in Gracklstugh, and you were taken to the leader, a Duergar woman called Erde Blackskull. She told you guys that you were basically worthless in this city and basically on the level of slaves, but she could make some use of you and you might get something in return. It says apparently there's been a lot of shit that's been going down in the last month or so. There's shady going ons between two factions in the city. The Grey Ghosts, who are kind of like a rogue guild who've evaded the guard for a while, and the Council of Savants, who are this elitist group of Darrow, essentially the only like non-serfs in the town. Their connection was this weird Darrow guy called Droke, who you found out later was some kind of courier. The guards were worried about potential Darrow uprisings or the Thieves Guild trying to usurp the current Deep King, Hogar Steel Shadow, so dealing with it was very important. You were given some insignias, police badges, basically,
Gracklstugh PD.
which would allow you free movement outside of the Dark Lake district as far south as Laudogar's Furrow, and you were told that Droke is sort of known to operate in the West Cleft district, which is essentially like a ghetto residential area. You were tasked with bringing back evidence of treachery, basically, either by means of investigating and gathering it yourself off of Droke, or capturing him, or killing him and finding evidence later. Up to you guys. You then decided to meet with the man called Where's Salt Baron, a black market gems dealer who you rescued on the docks from some hooded assassins, and yeah, you guys were pretty quick to save this guy. It's pretty funny, to be honest. But
Really good guy.
as well as a round flat of ale on him, since you were kind of busy and took your time, he gave you all some gems worth a fair bit of gold, a map of the city, info on the Grey Ghosts once you asked, but he wasn't too keen on talking about it, and a job offer, a delivery to Blingdenstone, but you refused the offer for the time being. You did a bit of shopping, picked up some weapons, a set of manacles and healing wares. You then decided it was time to rest. However, the Shattered Spire didn't let non-Duergar rest there, so you were forced to make your way to the only inn that would let you stay, Golbrorn's lair, which was located underneath the bazaar, and basically a cold damp shithole of a hovel with a few rooms. There was another couple of patrons there when you went, a woman of orcish blood and a dwarven man. The woman didn't seem interested in you guys at all and kept to herself. However, after expressing some generosity with the red-headed scruffy dwarven guy, by buying him a few rounds, he in his half-cut / drunken state pulled up next to you and had a wee chat, revealing some info on the Grey Ghosts and telling you him being a trader of sorts, that trade from outside the city had been ground to a halt because merchants and outsiders had been going missing for the past couple months, and there was rumours of some culty behaviour with ties to the Dark Lake. You all rested, some better than others, and then you decided what to do next, either visiting the Firekeepers, tracking down Droke, or visiting the Stone Giants. But in the end, you decided to go to a temple of Ladguer in order to see if there was a cleric of some kind that could heal Angrod of his weird episodes. He gained access, luckily, after abusing his ASMR powers, and prayed at the temple to no avail under close watch. It was clear he and any other outsiders weren't really welcome. And after coming out of the temple, Bosner did a check around his head area and found on his scalp strange pockmarks and boils. The party, you guys took him to a dark alleyway, began doing some ghetto surgery on his head, but it seemed the fungal-esque infection had been left for a bit too long to be cut out like this. On top of this, Angrod's constitution had been affected by the perpetual smoke in the city caused by all of the forges, and had taken a point of exhaustion due to Gracklstugh and the breathing conditions. The rest of you managed to you guys are persistent through it. It's not very pleasant, but Angrod's got some weak constitution. Now we're back to you guys in the back alley. A couple of you guys keep watching, the others performing this weird surgery on your friend's scalp. What are you guys doing at this point?
You said last time there was somebody coming.
Yeah. You saw there was invisible peeps on their way. No, not right now. There were people on their way, then you guys dipped. You only noticed because you could see invisible folks. The rest of you guys wouldn't have saw, but you warned the rest of the party. You guys dipped into another alleyway and continued popping as boils and fungus infection and trying to like cut it out. It was pretty painful, especially the part where they tried to scrape it out. That did more damage and didn't really do much, but you guys are okay for now. The streets are quite empty, so it's not like passerbys are gonna notice you pretty easily, but there are guards patrolling around. So if I remember right, Angrod's like on his
The
knees.
surgery is done. I suggest that we move.
Our scuffed back alley surgery.
Angrod right now is like bald, with this like really like fucked up haircut, I guess. Try to cut your hair really short to like almost to baldness, but obviously it's really patchy. Your scalp's covered in blood and pus, and it's not great.
We've not wiped it off yet.
Sure, you could take some cloth and clean it up a bit. Oh yeah, you poured some water on his head and give him a little
You guys
wash.
are the doctors, not me.
He just looks like Britney Spears when she had a breakdown.
God, does have a breakdown.
About to be fucking
About
has
to.
one.
Can I do a
remember
nature check on his head? See if I know
Yep, it's cancer.
what kind of animal or fungus is on his head?
Deadly.
Sure, you can try.
The bet you didn't expect this to happen in the space like thieves.
You've never really seen anything like this before. This kind of fungus, and you know you're more into surface sort of fungus and shit. Underdark fungus is almost like completely different. But it doesn't.
That's just disgusting.
Yeah, but there seems to be magical-ish component to it. There's something about it. It's different. You get the feeling it's rare. Whatever it is.
I think we should teach Angrod.
Jesus.
He's keep getting poisoned, and then he's getting possessed, and he's getting raped,
To be fair,
and we're constantly saving him.
to be fair,
Yes.
I got possessed because Aravira was a bitch to dead children. I was doing the right thing, and Angrod had.
What about the lake?
Now, the thing at the
Then
lake.
you just decided to dive in.
To be fair, I was testing the water because you were all covered, so you wouldn't get anywhere.
What about the jump?
The gem I didn't know anything about. I'll have that one.
I have no idea what you're talking about.
I'm just kind of keeping watch. I'm not really listening.
Yeah. Go ahead and roll a perception check then, Epkis.
I'll help him open his eye.
Sure, he has advantage on his roll.
Oh no, let me roll!
Nope, he has advantage on his roll. 18, okay, keep that in mind. But yeah, I mean, yeah, Isha, you're listening to this, and they're talking about obviously past events you guys aren't privy to.
So, what do we want to do? Can we move forward?
It's my head.
Well-
I'm like, I just like feel my hair, and I'm like, does it look bad?
Can I just walk up to Angry? Wait, I'm already next to Angry. Can I just put his hood up and just pat his head like, there? There the hell.
Oh, it's piffle off for you.
Yeah.
Awful laugh, eh?
I mean, is Angor in a condition to move?
Yeah, he's
Like,
not crippled.
is he- Alright, thank God.
You're just ugly.
He just
Ah, it
his
was-
head's
it was-
just very
it was
sore.
It was brain surgery, my friend, not fucking surgery.
It's only a bit of like open head surgery, it's fine.
Yeah, I mean they didn't pierce the skull or anything or open the skull. It was just surface level scalp stuff.
You know what?
Well, then in that case, looking at the fucking map, we could go to Westcliff and look for the midget.
Yeah.
Or we could go. Where was it you said? Well, we can't go to the Stone Giants, can we? Because it's below the fucking furrow. And we can't
Ah,
go
the stone giant.
to King Grotton Cavern. It's underneath the furrow, and we're not allowed to go down there apparently.
Yeah, it's a bit too far.
Or you could go talk to the fire guys.
Or
we can
could-
try. She said we may not get in the south, but she never said we're not going to.
I mean, you're right there. We can get a bash.
I'm sure we can talk our way out of this.
I have absolutely no faith in us, but we can try it.
I believe. The light guides me.
Ah, boy. Just a one that just doesn't get me killed.
You kill yourself
Well, no,
eventually.
No! Extreme. You sure?
So,
Go.
where to first?
Well,
Where are we exactly?
we're
in a fucking back alley next to Dark
I know there, but like, where were we heading? I can't even remember.
Oh, mine dad went to church.
You
Yeah.
Oh, aye.
you guys last time went to the church, but before that, you've basically caught the interest of a few different factions here, and it's up to you to decide what you want to do next. Yeah, you've been asked a few different things last session, and the session before
West
that.
Cliff?
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, I was thinking Westcliff would be wise to actually try and get the favour of Boss Lady quite as soon as possible.
Yeah.
So we can open up the rest of Gracklstugh.
Probably not, but
You never know.
there is a high chance we don't get killed on sight.
I like those odds.
By the way, why are they not sending the invisible guards in?
What do you mean?
Who are you asking?
The invisible guard standing right next to us.
Yeah.
Hey,
No,
what are you
like they have invisible guards, right? Why are they not sending them in the West Cliff district? Is magic not working, or
Do you want to waste the taxpayers' money on this?
okay? Let's go.
They're outsourcing it to us.
Economy damage.
It just seems stupid.
That just means we earn less than some.
I'm pretty sure it's a
Vanguard.
good logical reason. Let's go find out.
And someone tie a rope around Bosner. Just like drag him along.
Well, we may need to do that with Angrod, but Bosnia
fuck
should be
it.
fine.
2 ropes. Why not?
So, as you guys make your way towards the West Cleft, like looking at the map, it seems like the only access is to go take a wide berth and go actually westwards, because it seems that there's basically just overpasses which lead sort of tie the southern and northern side together. So heading that way, how were you like going about it? You trying to be stealthy, or are you just walking?
Well, we technically have nothing to hide yet, so I'll
Okay.
say we
Yeah.
just walk normally.
Badges
Plus-
blazing, walk forward.
Plus, we have the badges, yeah.
Yeah, yeah. So as you as you start making your way, hold on one sec. Let me just get this up. Is that this one? Nope, it's that one. So you're going from here to there. All right. Yeah, as you start making your way westward, there seems to be a couple of guards with a couple more invisible guards flanking you, and they seem to be approaching you all pretty rapidly.
No, tremendous.
Okay.
And the two visible guards sort of flank your front side, and with weapons ready, basically, as you're outside of the Dark Lake District, one of them calls out,
I'll
Out-
take out the badge.
he's like, "Outsiders! No,
I'll
don't do
just
the
take
guard!"
out the badge and show it to him.
Alright, you pull out a badge, and as you start pulling out a badge, let me just make a roll here.
I thought it was clipped to my cloak.
It's a token. How do you clip a token to your coat?
As you
I'm
pull,
on edge.
as you
It's
pull,
like a big, heavy amulet.
yeah, it's like an amulet more than what's that called? Yeah, whatever. Like a medallion. It's more of like a trinket. So yeah, as you pull something out abruptly, from behind you, you feel a sharp pain in your back, and you take 7 points of piercing damage as a bolt.
Hell.
But I saw them.
Yeah, I mean they were behind you. Do you?
You saw them attack you.
You pull as you pull out the medallion to show the guys in front of you. You feel the sharp pain in the back as one of the Durgar guards becomes visible because he attacked, and yeah, you take 7 points of piercing, and then the other one's kind of ready for a fight because you get the idea. They think you're reaching for a weapon or something.
I like Gracklstugh PD.
The real Gracklstugh PD.
And they say, "No more
Brothers.
sudden movements, or you're dead."
Brothers, relax.
Right, I call out to them. It's like, easy friends. We're on business from your captain. We're here to investigate the Westcliff district.
And at this point, he notices the now slightly wincing half-elf lady with a insignia, a medallion in her hand, and one of them approaches from the front, and he inspects it. Edkis, just make a persuasion check with advantage.
Ye-
He says, he says, 27, not bad. he's,
He says that.
he says, "Oh, no worries." They just saunter away. He says, "Come, men," and then yeah, they just kind of saunter to the east, like nothing happened.
Oh, they walked away, or they still like next to us?
Oh no, they walk away, pay no mind.
Fuck's sake. I'm fucking grassing them up later. Wanks.
Fatality.
They look like the basic guard of the city. They didn't look like stone guards or Xaron, and nothing special.
Fucking amateurs.
But yeah, anyhow, you either yourself or get an ally to get the bow out your shoulder, and it's not too bad. You've had worse.
I'll get Bosnia to do it.
Oh yeah, I'll play Bosner. What do you want Bosner to do? Do you want him to heal you or anything? I doubt Bosner even has any healing spells ready, to be honest.
Of the thing.
Oh no, you went full android.
I have been cyborgified.
You want to what? Update your software?
Oh jeez.
Would you like to update Java?
Oh god. Wait, is Shabba going robot too? Oh fuck.
Oh, no.
Oh!
The immigrants. They've been doxxed.
It's notorious. Fuck.
No, first answers only, Java.
Papers, please. Oh, Fredboat's fucking up too.
My name is Fredboat. I am sacrificed to the great internet overlord.
Someone's talking in roll 20.
They both are.
He is the F cleric.
Cleric. The fuck cleric?
I won't. Okay. Okay, we're a text-based D&D campaign now. You'll cast Cure Wounds at level 1. Oops. To heal Nihal.
Java talk.
Right.
Gypsy number 1. Did you hear?
Oh! Son, no need for that.
You just called them immigrants like 2 seconds ago.
Always Sutton, every week. Oh my god. Holy fuck. Bosner has spells, dude. Damn, girl.
Hello?
Oh, I can kinda
Whoa.
hear
No,
you. It's a little bit better.
Oh fuck.
Oh,
There you go.
There you go, yeah.
think we're good. Shabba?
Go. Kisaba, my man.
Oh,
Nope,
there
there
we
he
go.
goes.
Oh, rest in peace.
Probably restart.
F.
Oh,
Hello?
okay. I just hear like the gayest rave music I've ever heard as you join. What was
I'm
that?
back.
Ricardo!
You were targeting minorities. Oh,
That was just
shoot
Fredboat.
someone.
I'm just trying
Oh,
to
that's
get it to work.
Can you hear me?
Yeah.
Yeah, you got 5 hit points back,
Okay.
Bosner. And as he healed you, his face turned grey and he just says, "Where's my son?"
Okay. Well, I was thinking that if we can do this for the lady, she may give us any information about slaves being sold with the name of his son, maybe, or a description.
Oh,
Does she have like a ledger or something where they record who sell what to who?
Bosner's like, gets a bit excited. He's like, "Oh, do you think so?"
It may be. I'm not sure. I don't know.
Let's
I don't
do
know how
this.
they run stuff here, but usually you keep a inventory of what you sell.
He's like, "Yeah, let's do it. Let's get this done. Let's find my son." Yes. He says exactly like that.
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah.
Fucking big beardy dwarf. Yeah.
Okay, then
Pulls out bottle of bucket.
Yeah.
Let's
Is that
go.
like said anything, by the way? Or is he semi?
It's no, he should. It might just be late. I'll give him a text. Bro.
Like this time, while we're walking, I'll keep the thing out and in view for everybody to see.
Oh no, don't do that.
Until we
But
get into the Daryl district.
I'll keep it in my hand. I'll keep it in my hand so it's there if I need to show it. They're not poking me again.
Well, I'm pretty sure like the West Cliff has kind of been described as fucking like the Wild West, so I don't think we need to keep that out.
Yeah, until we get there,
Yeah.
I
So
like
they-
Wild West.
they're not poking me again.
This is so out of context. I can't believe it.
So, yeah, Bosner's down. He's like, yes. As you guys get to the actual furrow itself and kind of walk adjacent to the overpasses and towards the west, looking down, you notice it's a fair bit down, You guys can't even see the bottom of it from above. There's like faint silhouettes you can kind of see, and then coming from like the wall on your side below you, like sort of the cliff face, you see it spurting out this gas every so often, sort of like a geyser spewing gas out of the side of this thing. And then you walk further to the west, and you see at the end there are stairs, and next to the stairs a kind of ramp which leads all the way down. It looks hundreds of feet sort of long going down the way. And like coming from below you just hear like faint echoes of maddening screams and things like that.
I guess that's where they keep the slave.
Ooh.
And then right in front of you, in order to get through, is a gate. And there are some... You can see, Nihal, there are invisible guards only watching this gate currently, posted up at either side and above on these like ledges, these kind of shelves jutting out
Okay,
of the
so
stone.
I let my party know, and I tell them to walk carefully,
Gotcha.
but not make any sudden movements or you get poked in the backs.
I do a cartwheel.
Roll acrobatics.
No, please no.
Roar acrobatics.
No.
Oh
What
shit.
does it mean? Hey, there he is.
Hello.
Oh.
Sorry.
Yeah.
I forgot it was Wednesday tonight. I was busy doing other stuff. I was like, ah, shit, it's fucking... Anyway.
Unacceptable.
It is, yes. I will accept any punishment you decide.
That's it,
You
your son's
died.
deed.
Oh, that's a hard one. I never
You
even
need
found
to
out.
kiss Angrod in the head.
Oh, fuck
No.
that.
No, I do not approve of this.
Be reasonable.
Unless he sucks at the fungus.
Ew!
I need to eat my brain some way or other.
Nah, it's fine.
So currently, just to fill
We'll
you
live.
in, you guys are heading to the Westcliff district. Nihal suggested helping out this lady, because she might have info on where your son is. So that's why you
Great
guys are
idea.
going.
Well done.
But he's dead now, so.
Yeah, just killed him right now. So, as you guys approach the gates, a crossbow bolt lands at your feet and digs into the ground. And
For fuck's
you
sake,
look
these
up
guys
and
love
see
the
coming
crossbows.
from one of the ledges above is a Durgar guard who's now visible.
I see or everybody see? Okay.
All of you see this. This guy, but then
You
you see all
missed.
the other invisible
So-
ones.
I slowly raise the amulet that the lady gave me,
Right.
very slowly.
Okay, you slowly reach into and
No, I don't reach into. I say I keep it in my hand.
okay, you've got it in your hand, you raise it up. You see an invisible guard now approaching, in fact 2 invisible guards are approaching you right now. The rest of you don't see it. And one of them thinking, of course, you don't see him unless you're looking at him.
No.
Tries to like snatch it out of your hand to have a look.
Well, I'll give it to him.
Okay, so as he snatches it, you guys just see the amulet get torn from her grasp, and he kind of inspects it, and
And I look at him and I say, there's no need to be rude.
he says, "Fucking surface dwellers, all they're good for is slaves. Where'd you get this?"
Your
boss.
captain gave it to us. She gave us a mission that apparently no Duergar can accomplish. She needs foreigners to do.
My boss, who would that be?
Sheriff Courtney.
Let me check my notes.
Please do.
As you reach
think-
into your coat for your notes.
No,
Where's it
my notes, Jada's notes, no. You have notes. Nope. There's
Captain Blackskull.
female- There's Captain Female Duergar.
Captain Peanut.
I couldn't catch the name.
I believe her name is Captain Blackskull.
Okay, as you call that name out, his eyes narrow on you, Isha, for a bit. And he says, "What's behind the mask?
My face, good sir.
Take it off."
Okay.
They take it off.
Take my mask off.
He spits at the ground. And he says, "There's no way our captain would enlist a drow. Fucking scum."
Then how do you explain this? And I slowly reach into my pocket.
And
And I
you get
just-
poked in the back.
Given the middle, I mean, I take out the amulet.
Sure, just make a persuasion check, an advantage.
Don't fail me now. Oh, he's gonna fail me. Oh no. Yep.
Ooh.
Mm.
It's a -2 because I'm a drow.
He's he says, he makes a hand motion to the rest of his, the guards on the gate, and they all ready their weapons, and he says, "Now, what would Blackskull want with a bunch of surfacers and a drow? And why would they want you in the West Cleft?"
I
Then
figure
I'll-
your Daryl problem.
I'll whisper to him. She sent us to find out information about a certain,
Daryl.
I wanna say, yeah, Daryl or Droki, which may or may not work for somebody
Whoa,
that's
okay, that's
conspiring
enough, that's
against.
enough. Alright, I'll stop you right there.
You may or may not.
He says, "Tell you what, we'll let you through the gates. They're getting locked behind you, and best of luck." And he gives like a cackle, kind of like a and like sort of malicious sounding, very ominous.
Yeah,
And then he
we
just-
may come back with a prisoner. Just to let you know.
Whatever you say. And he just calls his guys in Dwarvish and tells them to open up. And you see the big iron bars of the gate in the portcullis begin slowly rising and giving way to the stairs and the slope leading downwards into not complete darkness, but it's light for a bit because of the illumination from the forges nearby, but eventually descends into darkness. And slightly up ahead, you see there's appears to be some kind of tower or house or structure off to the side of the slope. And they kind of gesture for you to pass by, and the guy who you were talking to's got a big grin on his face.
I want to say something to him.
Okay, what do you say?
Ask him his name.
As we walk past, I'm just gonna ask. Have you heard about our Lord and Savior?
He says, "Fuck off, Drow. You're all heretics."
I didn't think so either.
And he kicks you in the arse as you walk by.
I think he likes you.
Can I get your name, kind sir?
He says, "Why don't you ask your mother?"
Oh, I wouldn't think that such a gentleman like
whisper.
yourself would go down that low to have sex with a drow.
He says, "Slave puss is the best puss."
Angrod is frustrated.
Not just you.
Angrod disliked that.
I'm going to remember this.
I'm like, good joke. What's your name, pal?
Can I have an intelligence check to have a photographic memory. I want to memorize his face.
He's wearing kind of like a steel helmet, so it's hard to see his facial features. But if you really focus on it, sure, roll an intelligence check. But he doesn't seem keen on giving you his fucking name. He doesn't like you.
So I'm gonna fucking. I'm talk to your manager, alright?
Okay. You notice he had a scar, quite a noticeable one on the bottom left corner of his lip, reaching all the way down to his like lower jaw. But other than that, you didn't really get any other facial features. But that's something.
We'll meet in the future, my friend.
And then as you guys pass over the threshold of the gate, he looks upwards and makes a hand motion, and twice as fast as the portcullis lifted up, it drops, and with a deafening crunch into like the stone below.
I turn to Bostor. I'm like, it turns this dead or small people, right?
Aye.
Do you think they'll be friendly to a dwarf, or do you think they'll be more friendly to a Daryl?
Pass. Probably a Daryl, but
All I'm saying is, don't have to go through if you don't want to, but I can disguise you as a Daryl.
nope.
I think they're more likely to tell you more about the Daryl we're looking for if you look like a Daryl.
They'll figure it out pretty quick.
They all have nice beards too.
No.
It's like
I'll
saying
wait
I'm a
till-
white man.
Yeah. Here, put on this mask and go pretend to be an Asian person. Doesn't work.
Sorry.
If I give you the helm of comprehend language and you wear that, well disguised as a Daryl, you won't get caught out.
How about you disguise as a Daryl?
Because I can't go that small.
Walk on your knees.
Yeah, I'll look like a Daryl, but my legs will still be fucking the same length, you know.
Just so you know, dwarves are medium as well.
Yeah.
Fuck!
that's,
Well, you can be 1 foot,
You're
1
stout.
foot smaller.
Unless, unless it's like a spell that says
Oh, wait,
you can
never
go,
mind,
like, a few
never
feet
mind.
smaller or a few feet taller.
Ignore this entire conversation. I don't have disguised self-preps.
But,
Okies.
but I have polymorph ready.
No,
I'm not
listen,
gonna polymorph him into a fucking Daryl.
pretty sure the Daryl are like not really happy with the Duragar. Pretty sure we could convince them to help us out.
We could convince them that we're on their side
Yeah.
and then just bring him back to the city
No, we don't
without
bother
him
bringing them back.
know. Well, we need to bring the guy back
Before.
or find proofs.
Oh, I tell you,
It
like,
is
well,
easier just knock the guy out and bring him out.
I say, we'll put the ambulance away. Keep them
Oh,
under
yes, of
lock
course.
and key.
At this
So
point,
the fucks are sneaky.
as you've been walking and talking, you've approached the. There's a couple of these sort of one-story tall buildings that look like some kind of abandoned guardhouses or like towers or something. It doesn't appear to be anyone occupying them just now, and maybe because of the proximity to like the sort of gate, this was used at one time to prevent any Daryl from coming up and surfacing or something like that. It looks like some kind of guardhouse to prevent any Daryl from coming into the main part of the city. From just inspecting them on the outside, they look pretty desolate. Yeah, it looks like they haven't been used in quite a while. Talking like tens of years. And
Can we look inside?
yeah, you can have a look. So as you go in to the first one, make a dex. No, I'm just kidding. You walk in and the door made of like a heavy zirkwood is these double doors with these big metal hook handles. You push them open and on the inside there's a staircase leading upwards, and on this floor there's just nothing. There's like a wooden table, some chairs, an old fireplace, but it's covered in like cobwebs and just dust essentially.
Fair enough.
Homie.
If it's here, I guess we just keep moving then.
Yeah. As you begin moving on, passing by the gates and the guardhouses, the stench in the air changes from the acrid and metallic of the Gracklstugh city to the fetid and repugnant. The fires of the industry replaced by squalor as you come down to the bottom of this stairway. You looking around, the homes, if you can call them that, in this part of Gracklstugh are crudely carved from the rock, or they're just basically holes in the walls, arranged in no order, no structure. You hear vicious chattering in the air, which is pretty unnerving. Hundreds of Darrow muttering and screaming at one another, and otherwise reveling in the insanity. Those as you begin walking down now, that spot you, seem to look at you with burning hatred in their eyes. All of these halfling-sized, grey and blue-skinned, white-haired creatures. They remind you of like rabid rodents or something.
I'll put on the helm of comprehend language just in case you don't speak quality.
Okay.
And then I say to them like, "We you cause trouble?"
So as you begin walking back through, are you trying to? How are you going about this?
I'm just like putting the helm on just in case I hear anything. I'm just like
Okay.
I'm just being respectful. I'm just being respectful.
Make a, so as you're walking through, it's kind of, so you've got this. You're in this rift, this depression in the ground. The edges of this rift, basically, and it's filled all the way up the sides of the walls with these holes in the walls, and you've got again this gas kind of like spouting out of various holes and stuff in the walls. This like yellow gas basically exuding out, and you see all these Darrow running around and muttering and screaming maniacally, basically, and the place is just cluttered. It's just filled with just crates, broken crates, garbage, just debris. Basically, it's like it looks like every so often it appears there's rockfall coming from above. You even go by some Darrow corpses on the ground, which have been rotting there for a while, no one really caring. And you, if you comprehend languages, and anyone else who speaks Undercommon,
Me.
make perception checks.
Yay.
Damn.
Apparently, getting my head stabbed repeatedly made my eyes work better.
Your ears.
Well, that hair out of the way.
So, you guys here, as you're walking through kind of brazenly, there's plenty of places to lay low, and you get the feeling it's, if someone wanted to hide here, it'd be pretty easy, especially as a Darrow, if they were expected to be, that they were being looked for, basically. But you're walking around and making your way through this clutter, almost as if it's difficult terrain. You guys hear in Undercommon all the chatterings of these Darrow, and you catch glimpses. Some of them appear to be like completely oblivious, like they're too busy muttering to themselves and talking to themselves, and some of them even screaming at themselves and their neighbours to even notice you. But there are select members of this place who are whispering and talking of murdering the outsiders and the intruders, and you shouldn't be here, this is our place, and like they're generally very hostile towards you guys. Nihal, with that crit.
Yeah.
With that crit. Fucking shit, man. You hear, you manage to, like, through all the muttering and just nonsense, you do catch, sort of, your ear locks onto something that gets your attention. Some Daryl squeaky voice is talking about, oh, the delivery man, and oh, the delivery man, he comes and goes and comes and goes, and where does he go? And you get the feeling this has something to do with the man you're looking for. Kind of looking around, you look up and see there's specifically it's one of these Daryl who are kind of sat off the edge, 20 feet up, legs dangling from a balcony,
Is
if you
it
could call
one
it
of
that.
the one talking by himself?
Yeah, he's talking to himself. He doesn't seem to be paying attention to you at all. But that kind of like catches your ear. So you get the idea that maybe he's known around here, or well, to be fair, he's pretty recognizable compared to all these Darrow. You notice that the one you saw, the Droki that you saw in the bazaar, running through all the stalls and stuff, he dressed as if he was in fancy dress. He had his wide brimmed hat with these weird tentacles or something dangling off of them. He had this like scruffy looking leather get up, which was styled in a way to look like basically like a tuxedo made of leather, but it was really shoddily made. But yeah, you guys are deep in the ghetto, basically. You can see they all live in squalor, and they all seem to have a lot of infighting.
I'm not quite sure where to begin, to be honest.
Find someone who doesn't look like they're in for a fight with their neighbour.
Well, I mean, most of them do seem quite hostile, so I don't think we'll get information off them easily.
You show them. How can we show them good faith?
Money.
I'm gonna take out a platinum.
Whip it out.
Yes, because what I want is to
Come on,
be.
we know you are rich.
Shh. I didn't want to be fucking sworn by 400 Daryl.
Yeah, this won't be orderly.
Just so you know, we don't have the genocide spell anymore.
What?
Yeah, we do.
Oh yeah.
I have a few.
Except the cleric.
Just in case of emergencies.
And I'm like,
This will not turn into that.
Can I see any Daryl that are like off on their own, Jordan?
Well, it's like being inside an asylum, so you can try to talk to one of them, but probably you get gibberish back.
That's why I've got this thought, and I have to tap the helm of comprehended language.
Yeah. Go ahead and roll a perception check for finding one individual. It shouldn't be too difficult. This place is swarming with dudes. Yeah, so you do find that some of them do hang out in kind of like little mobs and gangs, but there are some who they're loners and they're just sitting talking to themselves out of madness or whatever reason. You find one in particular who's literally faced into a wall, rocking back and forward as he's like curled up into a ball, and he just keeps repeating something over and over again under his breath.
Can I quietly approach him to try and hear what he's saying?
Yep, you can.
I'm gonna do that.
Stealth check?
Oh my god. Pull that foot up.
Yeah. Yeah, he keeps whispering over and over as he's rocking back and forward. He keeps saying, "The forked one, the forked one, the forked one."
The forked one or the fogged one?
Forked.
Forked.
Doesn't seem to notice you though as you approach. Seems more occupied with his ranting.
I'm like thinking in my head, the forked one. Hmm.
Can I suggest we find one of the Darrow that seems kind of sane and they wanted us out?
Oh, no, I'm like,
I mean, needle in the haystack, to be honest.
yeah, that's true. Let me see what I've got.
But, Osne, can you use your spell to locate person?
Yes. I need to know the person.
Right, we saw him.
Yeah, but that's not the same.
Okay.
Just seeing someone, and we didn't even see him. We just seen like what he was doing. I don't
Okay.
think it'll work.
And I'm like, I'm just like I'm like, just looking over my team. I'm just like, give me a go. Let me have a go.
No,
And I like say to the little guy, I'm like, oi,
He keeps whispering and rocking back and forward.
I like walk. Is it like, can I like walk around the front of him?
He's literally like facing a wall, and you notice now as you look around the side, he's headbutting it at the same time.
I'm like, okay.
And there's like a little bit of blood there.
I like pull him back from like the wall.
Yeah.
Like I say, I'm talking to you.
His eyes go wide as he looks up at you, and he just says, "The forked one's coming!"
Who the fuck's the forked one?
Well, you don't speak Undercommon.
You as he stabs you with a fork.
Okay.
Please no.
I'll go next to Angrod and I'll tell him, just tell me what you want to tell the thing.
Oh, Mike. Ask him who the fuck the forked one is.
Doesn't Angrod have the hell?
Yeah, I've got the
Where's
health
the
one.
fo-
Yeah, it doesn't
Where's
give
the
you
forked
time.
I can't say it though.
Oh.
It's like Epkis's reading thing.
Yeah, it's one way.
I see.
As you relay the message, he just starts screaming like, "Ah!" And then you start to get a bunch of attention from everyone nearby. A lot of people
Turn
stop
him
their
back
like
to the wall.
ranting to themselves and start like eyes wide looking at you all from above, behind, each side. You feel surrounded.
Welcome to Baghdad, ladies and gentlemen.
Angrod,
Oh.
flash your coins! Flash your coins!
And I'm like, I just pull out like a platinum coin and I like throw it away from us. I'm like, money.
You throw one platinum coin away, and you just hear like it's pretty loud down here because of the incessant ramblings and shit. And for a moment, as the guy stops screaming, and you just throw this coin, they're all just staring at you nearby. You do hear echoes down the ways, but right now it's pretty quiet compared to usual, and you just hear ding, 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 and they're just staring at you still.
Mm.
They're not buying it.
There's about a dozen or so Daryl around you, kind of like staring from all different angles and directions.
And I'm like, ask again who the fourth one is.
Would you mind telling me who the fourth one is?
Be more aggressive.
Who speaks Undercommon?
Without shouting, please.
Do you say that in Undercommon?
Yeah.
Roll a persuasion check with disadvantage.
You need more aggression.
Oh.
Should have said it in common. Oof.
Oh.
They just start parroting each other. One of them's like, the fucked one, and then you just hear over and over again, all of them keep repeating it, the fucked one, and then most of them go back to their ramblings and their madness.
You might want to go grab that platinum piece sometime.
Now, can you describe the madness from Angrod a week ago to Angrod now?
Oh, sorry, that was disadvantage. They don't do that. They scream out. They scream out. Attack the surfacers! In Undercommon, and a bunch of them start running at you and trying to attack you all.
Do I have a reaction, Jordan?
Sure. Well, it depends. What do you want to do?
I want to use Fog Cloud.
All right. Okay. But okay. So you, as they start running at you, you conjure up a fog cloud. Where just like on your position.
At the group running towards us.
Yeah. There's like 5 or so Daryl running at you, all from all different angles though.
Yeah, just like in front of them.
Alright, so you guys start being engulfed in this fog cloud, and you can only see 5 feet in any direction. So you can kind of see each other, and you just hear the screamings. Like, you guys who don't understand Undercommon, there's a couple of them saying it in Dwarvish, but they're just like, kill them, murder them, kill them! And they're just running at you all. But with that, you can hear like clanging and banging as if they're bumping into things and one another. What do you all do?
I
Move
draw my
away.
daggers.
Okay.
Just in case.
I call out to everyone, tell them to stay together. Or stay as
Oh,
close together as we can.
I'm like, buddy system, buddy system.
Okay, you guys group up, and you see out of the fog, Angrod and Ebkis and Bosner in your direction. Coming out of the fog towards you is a little halfling-sized Daryl, screaming like, you guys don't. Oh, you do understand. Just like murder, murder, and then like they're in your face at this point.
Can I kick him?
Try not to kill them, really.
He jumps at you, Angrod. He literally
I mean-
jumps at you.
What the fuck? No, well. Oh, he's actually jumping at the phone.
Yeah, make a strength athletics contested by this guy.
Oh,
And I think-
fuck. I'm gonna get fucking grappled by a fucking Daryl.
Oh. Oh.
Let's see here.
If I get grappled by a fucking Daryl.
He rolls a 3, so he
Yeah!
jumps at you, and you just fucking kick him in midair, and he lands on his back on the ground. And he just starts calling out in Undercommon, like, here! They're here! And like you can see, he's like foaming at the mouth and everything.
I'm like, this. I can see why they don't like him.
There's tons of areas to hide and lay low. We should probably find one of those.
Yeah.
We
That's a
should
good
like
idea.
dip immediately.
Yeah.
That's
I'm not too keen on fighting a whole crowd and then actually genociding all of them.
Yeah, try not to do it.
Because while I'm sure that Durgar wouldn't mind, that's not why we're here.
It's true.
Another one comes out the fog and starts gnawing on you, Epicus. He goes to make a bite attack on your leg.
You ate rabies.
As
Do I have a save roll?
You weren't expecting it because you're mid-conversation. Does a 19 hit?
Pardon?
Does a 19 hit?
Yes, it does.
It's okay, it's not too much damage. You take 2 points of piercing damage as you just feel this clamping on your leg as something's like chewing on it. And you look down and see this fucking little Darrow guy gnawing away.
Just gonna stop mid-sentence, look down, fucking mouth on leg.
Yeah, basically. Guys, we need to find somewhere to lay. You look down and there he is.
Can I like shake him off?
Sure, you can. Basically, contested grapples. Go ahead and make an athletics.
Shit, where is that? Yeet.
He rolls an 8, so you're like, shaking him off, but his grip's too tight. Now he's got his like arms and legs wrapped around your leg and biting on you.
Hey, you
Someone
have a
get
new
this
friend.
fucking midget off me.
Yeah, I grab the midget and throw him away.
Okay, you can make an athletics check.
The one midget.
A 2. Sick. The Darrow rolls a 5, so you just fucking grab him from the scruff, tear him from the leg, and launch him like tens of feet. He just goes flying. And you just hear like,
Bastards.
fucking, what's it, Wilhelm scream.
You shoot there. And then
As he,
then quietly in the distance.
yeah, as he disappears into the fog, and he goes, "Oh, a platinum piece." No, I'm just kidding.
Fuck off.
So what's everyone doing?
Can we fucking... Are we all together? Can we all see each other?
Yeah, you're all
Yeah.
back. You're basically back to black.
Can we move?
Yes, can we leave immediately?
Yes.
Go ahead and. Are you darting for a place within the fog, or are you trying to get out of it and like
We
move
should just
with?
go for the nearest building.
Uh,
How big's the fog?
they're not necessarily buildings as much as holes in the wall, but you can try.
Sure.
Go ahead and make a group stealth check.
Wait, can I put my hood up quickly?
Yeah.
Alright, my hood's up. Pop champ.
Oh boy, I rolled great.
Oh no. That's
Alright,
a
Hood is
14.
up.
You guys don't have to
That's
roll.
the
You
guy.
guys don't have to roll. I rolled a 1. That's fine.
I
That's
didn't
fine.
roll one.
And they have
I'm proud of you.
They have minus 2 to perception, so I rolled a -2. Yeah, they're all like scrambling around, and as you dart out of the fog, keep them close together, making your way through all the random bits of rubble and debris, and just like it's almost at this point as you get deeper in, there appears to be kind of like scaffolding forming kind of houses, but very bare bones, not even walls, just literally scaffolding, and it's like a shantytown, obviously. In fact, shantytown doesn't even do it justice, it's worse. But you manage to dart out and find yourselves one of these scaffolds that's up against the wall, and there's a little hovel inside, unoccupied at the moment, and you manage to make your way in undetected, it appears. No one's noticed.
We blended in.
Didn't even
Alright.
spell for that one.
I'll say to everyone, and it's kind of like, even if this is a slum, there has to be some kind of high society. Or someone that's like upper class compared to the rest of them.
Yeah, because the guy was not like them.
So what we could try, we lay extremely low and try to find some kind of like hint as to somewhere that they might be.
Sure.
We should
Agree.
start by looking for a fort.
Looking for a what?
Fork.
This is a fucking fork.
But I heard one of them talking about the delivery man,
Yeah, they would have meant Droga.
possibly. So what we could do is wait at the kind of guard house gate that we found at the beginning and see when it's coming out and jumping.
We could try that. Although I'm not sure you'd actually be going through the gate if they can't catch him.
Yeah, he must have like a tunnel or something.
Yeah. It would be something that's probably in this kind of heart of the slum, or in the kind of slum area.
So, do we get deeper inside?
I mean, I assume we're kind of like in the middle, somewhat.
Yeah, it's not the biggest of areas. It's overpopulated, obviously. It doesn't seem too big though, compared to the rest of the city above. Because you know, it seems they dig out tunnels for themselves to make up for that fact.
Is the place we're in quite kind of like vantage point, or is it literally just like a hole in the wall in a corner somewhere?
It's literally like a hole in the wall, and
Fuck,
like
so we can't really see much.
you could peer out and have a look. You know, you guys are kind of like backs up against the wall. This little tunnel actually goes deeper. You look down, it's quite dark. Isha and Nihal, since you have superior dark vision, you can see like the end of it, but you know it takes you to the edge of your dark vision to see down this tunnel, which you think to yourself, wow, no way this is structurally stable for shit above it. And but yeah, you can like peer out and have a look if you want.
That means we would have to leave our hole.
Yeah, I
And
don't want
the angry mob.
Yeah, I don't want to walk around and try to sneak past the angry mob.
Wait, where's angry mob right now?
You heard them in the distance when you first came in, and then it appears after you guys sort of waited out for 10 minutes or so, it died down and stuff, and you just hear the anger. It's not quiet by any means, but it's sort of back to business as usual in terms of the ramblings and screamings and stuff.
Can I?
Are you maintaining concentration on this fog, by the way? It lasts, I think, an hour or something. Angrod.
No.
Alright, so you
Once we
drop
got to the
it.
fog, I was like, no thanks.
Yeah, so you dropped it right away. Cool.
While we were in the hidey hole, Jordan,
Mhm.
I'm gonna like take a wee seat,
Mhm.
and I'm gonna just in my head go like, gradually pick up the fucking phone.
Make a religion check.
Oof.
Oof.
You get the feelings you're being listened to, but no reply.
I'm like, if you know anything about the forked one, that'd be great. He doesn't sound like a friendly guy. Just don't want to go making a rash decision.
Go ahead and make a intelligence check.
Oh, I'm gonna get fucking smited or something.
You've heard this before, a couple of times. You heard it in Menzo Berenzin when you discovered the cultist people who were grafting heads onto their shoulders. They spoke of the forked one, and they had a symbol of a two-pronged fork, which was like their insignia that they carved onto basically effigies they made in the what district was that called? I can't remember. It was like the Eastern District. Thinking back on it, you feel like through all your experiences, it has ties to the Demogorgon.
Fuck the Demogorgon. I'm like, it's cool, I'll figure it out myself. The Demogorgon. Thanks, Gladiola. Bye.
No answer.
It's fine. Put the hypothetical phone down.
You're just on the voicemail, like, or fuck you, you're fucking useless.
I don't check my voicemail.
Neither does she. Hey,
Because no one phones your voicemail.
hey.
Hey.
I can peer out the hole and see if there's like anything sticking out in the crowd.
Sure. Are you just giving
Horrifying.
are you getting a quick peek, or are you trying to like keep an eye out for a bit?
I mean, I'll try and have like a decent look, like not too long.
Right. You get the feeling it's not too hard to remain hidden in this area because of the sheer clutter. So
Stealth or perception?
you can. Well, it depends. How long do you want to look for?
Like, I'll stick my head out for a good kind of like 5-6 seconds. You kind of
Alright.
like having a
Alright, you don't have
decent
to
look around
stealth
the
for
area.
that. Just roll a perception check.
Fuck.
Hard to see. There's it appears there's a lot of sort of that yellowish gas obscuring a bit of your vision. And it smells kind of like brimstoney, or like petrol or something.
Oh, my favorite.
But you don't see anything in particular that sticks out. Not in the few seconds you poke your head out, anyway.
Can I try again, but slightly longer?
Sure. Does anyone else, any of you guys doing anything else here?
I tell the team, no, I think this is the Demigorgon, and I'm starting to see a pattern here. That because Gracklstughd's next to the Dark Lake, and Menzo Brand is pretty near the Dark Lake.
And
It's
it was
obvious,
in the Dark Lake.
and it was in the Dark Lake. Well, Andrew knows that lives in the Dark Lake.
No, the people you help them, give them fish. I think. We met somebody by the Dark Lake because before we went in Darrow City or Darrow Village, whatever, and they told us that there was something bad inside the lake. You just assumed by description that was the Demigorgon.
Yeah, and then I'm saying, and I'm going to say, if the Demigorgon reaches right Menzo Brand's in, Mantle Death is probably under its influence as well in some way. Just looking from my map, and I'm probably like, just sloomed it up, and I went, I can't remember if Elhorn, Arenvir and Elhorn said they had been there before. I'm sure that place was basically destroyed by it.
Yeah, they would have told
Yeah.
you.
So this could be our best chance of getting blood if we were absolutely desperate. But the Demigorgon's like the size of a skyscraper.
What's a skyscraper?
Oh yeah, every building looks like basically every building from your perspective, except imagine when you're art hall that you can see the top of these buildings. You can't see the top of a skyscraper because it scrapes the sky, you know? It's like a really tall building.
What sky? I only see rock.
When you go to the surface, you'll see the sky.
I want the
I can't remember
surface.
what the sky looks like, mate. It's been
I want to go to the surface.
Alright, Ipkiss, make another perception check.
Fuck!
And also a stealth check too.
With advantage because
advantage.
my hood.
Yeah, with advantage.
Hoods,
Okay,
boys.
you're
They
fine.
do
You're keeping an eye out, but right now, I'm not seeing anything. Like maybe if you keep watch or, cause it's not a very broad area. It's more lengthy.
Yeah.
So as long as you keep an eye on like either sides and try and get maybe above like the clutter, you might be able to keep a good watch. But you're kind of on the ground floor. It's kind of hard to see.
So, do I see the end of the tunnel that we are in? Or I just see that?
Yeah, you see the
it's
end of
deep.
it. And
Okay.
it is filled with trash as well. It looks like someone lives or lived here. But it's just full of random shit. And fungus seems to be growing as well.
Rangrod, your friends.
Uh,
Hmm?
Hmm.
there's also a faint glow coming from like some fungus in here.
Can I check that?
Okay. Nature check it.
Oh.
Okay. So this fungus, it's just a small patch. It grabs your attention, and it seems to be emitting some kind of faint mist or something, and it's growing from out the wall. And you notice it's shifting colors too, and it's familiar to you. It's Phasrus.
Is a what?
Phasrus, which is like this underdark fungus which gets in the way of teleportation magics and things like that, and it also seems
Oh.
to have a great deal in inducing madness in creatures. Generally not great.
Looking outside, is there any way to like get like immediately like upward? So you try to get above the fucking
Yeah,
bullshit.
you can climb.
Oh no.
Yeah,
There's
good luck.
plenty of because these Daryl will have to get up and down all the time. It's not going to be too difficult. There's plenty of handholds and things. Although you won't be in any cover if you start scaling upwards.
Mm. So what's the crack, fellows? Should I go fucking have a look?
Hmm.
I'm like, I'm sitting there, I'm like, I'm exhausted.
Yeah, I wouldn't stay in here.
It's a sad
I don't,
state there.
especially for you, Angrod. I don't suggest that we staying here too long.
I would like that, but where do we go?
Well, they don't seem to pay much attention to us, really. If you know, disturbing them, making questions and
Yeah,
stuff.
so long as
So
we're not
Right,
looking young.
we need to find if you're looking for a thief, we gotta think like a thief. But where would a thief go to hide? The darkest hidey hole he can find.
I guess
How
it's
do you
at the
know?
opposite side of the gate.
I'd turn the boss from like, I've been stealing your heart this entire journey, friend. And you haven't even noticed.
Okay.
Fucking hell.
And I'm like, he still hasn't noticed.
I'm gonna go out, I'm gonna try and climb up and get like a view of like a darky little corner.
Okay.
Tiny thing.
A darky little corner.
Oof. Spicy. Yeah, go ahead and make an athletics check. And also
I've seen this before.
You just fall,
you start
you
climbing.
get to the top,
You
and
guys
then you
just see-
start falling.
You just see Evgus like leave, and then you hear like ah fuck, and then boom, as he like his back just smacks into this sort of piece of what once must have been furniture made of wood, this sort of like half-ass broken table, and you take oops.
You just got RKO'd by the wall.
I got RKO'd by fucking gravity.
Holy fuck. You take 14 points of bludgeoning damage,
Holy shit, I...
and it makes a deafening cracking noise.
You're paralyzed, waist down.
Let's make a check here.
Someone else go look.
Okay.
Yeah, wait a second. You disturbed them.
I'll go have a look. I have good eyes.
Okay,
Thank
you
you.
you step out. Uh, you having a look around. It doesn't look like you garner too much attention, but you've got a couple of pairs of eyes on you now, and all sorts of hovels above on the other
It's
side.
fine, my dark skin blends me in.
You help Edgus up, and what is it you're doing?
Whatever he tried, climb up.
I'm back in
Okay.
the fucking hole.
Go ahead and make an athletics check.
How high up is this?
It depends how high you want to go. There's some hovels up. You reckon if you get a story up, you get a good vantage point.
Let's do story.
Sure. Go ahead and make an athletics.
Last story is small.
+5. Shit. Yeah, easy enough. All you needed was a 10. So you start climbing up, and you get up to the next hovel, and looking in with your vision, you don't see anything in particular down this hovel either. It's much shallower. It's literally just like 6 feet in, just enough to house maybe a couple derro. But you're up in this little sort of this perch, and what is it you're looking for?
Maybe something out of place as well.
Alright, go ahead and make a perception check.
And the fucking holes in the walls.
Okay, you're looking at the holes in the walls. Okay. As you start inspecting each of the holes in the walls, some of them you see a couple of derro, like fighting, and you actually witness one of them get stabbed to death by the other with a shiv. And
Oh, no.
you kind of look over and down the ways. There's one on the ground. You see a couple of derro fighting over some scraps of food. You look over to your right a bit, and further down the ways, closer to the gate as where you came from, but sort of below the slope. You see something out of place, if you could describe it as that.
Noise.
You see, let me see here.
The Demigorgon.
Show me the world. What was it? Wisdom?
You see that there's this strange. One of the holes is covered with grey sheets that look canvas and some cloth, sort of haphazardly put together, as
Shading.
almost like a curtain. And exuding from beneath it and its sides is this weird mist.
Hmm.
And
Does
you
the
notice
mist have some...
the only reason you noticed is because you noticed a bit of movement there, and like the curtains like flapping around a little bit, and the mist is kind of like being wafted about.
Is it like a funny colored mist or just a mist?
It's like fog, like mist. It's like greyish. I don't know,
Okay.
whitish grey. It's
Wondering
kinda,
what they're smoking in there.
yeah, it's kind of like that. Yeah, it's kind of like someone's vaping from inside, and it's kind of like coming out.
And I'm like, vaping in my Gracklstugh, no thank you.
And like
It's not my Gracklstugh.
you don't see many of these hovels with tarps over covering it. That's a bit out of the ordinary. Other than that, you don't see anything. Or do you? Let's see. 19. Nah, you don't see anything else.
I try and climb up one more story, maybe.
Okay. This one, by the way, is on ground level. The one that you spotted.
Alright, okay. The out of ordinary one.
You what? Sorry.
What's on the ground floor?
The tarped hole with the mist, the vaping.
Alright, fine. What direction?
On the map, east, To you, your right hand side.
Right, okay, east. That's all I need to know. Let's climb.
Okay, start climbing down. Just make a stealth check.
Oh,
Oh no, you've already rolled athletics for the climb. You don't have to roll again. But
oof.
but see how inconspicuous you can be. Okay, let me roll.
I was born here, baby.
Oop. Wisdom. Okay. You start climbing down, and as you're climbing down, some of the rock comes loose and falls to the ground, and you almost lose your grip in your right hand for a second. But you sort of steel yourself, look around. Nothing seems to be on your ass right now, and you manage to make the rest of the way down the remaining sort of 10 feet or so, and that's you on the ground.
9.
Meanwhile,
Alright.
are you guys doing anything in the cavern while Steve's doing this?
No, just watch him.
Sitting
Yeah.
down, just unhappy.
Yeah,
Just resting.
you're just like
So-
massaging your back a bit. Ah,
Basically.
fuck.
So what's the plan here? Like, we're coming to see these buggers, and they're all insane.
Fine,
Oh.
okay.
I'd hope to do this some kind of non-violent way, but diplomacy seems to be a luxury we can't afford.
Are we just going to get that one specific little nutcase and then drag him back?
Yeah, we need just one.
We see what he knows first when we catch him. He gets
Well,
much
we need
information.
him. We need him, or we need proof that he's involved.
Yeah.
The bad thing is,
So-
though, if we try to drag this boy out, we're going to have the whole slum on us.
Mm-hmm.
That's why we're going to be quiet. We're going to try and be quiet about this.
Emphasis on
Is she sharing what you saw up there?
Is he back here? Or is he
Yeah,
back inside?
as you guys
Back
are
at
just
the
talking,
ambulance.
he just walks in as you guys are discussing what to do next.
Hey yo, bitches.
What did you see?
I spy in my little eye something out of ordinary.
Ordinary.
It was a cave with a canvas and some mess coming out.
Sounds
I'll
like a
say
place
we
we should
check
do.
that.
Mm-hmm.
They could be cooking something down there.
The blue stuff.
Yes.
I'll say we go and check it.
More than happy to do that.
But before we go, I want to cast Pass Without a Trace.
Right. So you spend a spell slot and cast Pass Without a Trace, and suddenly the 30 feet radius around you, gets a bit dimmer, and your profile's kind of reduce a bit, and you have an extra +10 to stealth checks for like an hour or something. I think as long as you remain within 30 feet of.
Yeah,
Nina.
1 hour.
Yeah. So you guys have +10 to your stealth checks. Keep that in mind. It might come in handy.
Definitely will.
And I'll say we go.
Hog.
Eastward.
Alright. So with Isha leading the way, since he's the one who spotted this area, go ahead and make a stealth check. With advantage, some of you, and with +10.
Yes. 22.
And then I'll make a roll and see what happens.
17.
That's
I'll do.
Alright.
This is fine.
Alright, if you roll above a 5, you're fine.
I did it!
29.
Literally, you have to crit fail to get spotted.
Booyah!
Okay. So, no one rolled below 10? No. Okay.
Even Bosner didn't roll below 5 naturally.
Yeah. Crazy. So yeah, you
How
guys.
do you roll below 10 with a +10?
Well,
Yeah,
with the
that's
+1.
But if you get the crit fail, that's the only way you guys were failing that. So you guys start making your way, each leading the way, and looking around. You're darting from sort of hovel to hovel, shambles to shambles, and eventually you get to this tarped hole in the wall. And as you, Isha, move the tarp to the side, you see it's a thin tunnel. It's not a hovel like the rest of them. It's pretty open, pretty wide. It's about 5 feet wide if you're lucky, just enough to get like medium creatures through. Fine, but you have to go single file basically.
Yeah, before we go in, Angler, can you check if there is any traps that you can see?
Oh, look.
Investigation, my sir.
I'm going to use the Jameson as well.
Okay, so you expend the charge in the gem scene. I'll say, what's that give? True sight up to 120 feet. I'll say
Yeah.
you have advantage on your investigation check here.
Bam.
Yep, you needed
Looking
that.
with the gem of seeing, it's hard to see because of the mist. It's not too thick. It's not like your fog spell, but you notice as well some of that same Phaedrus moss, which Nihal noticed. You've seen this stuff before in several civilized areas, but it's way more dense in here, and it's creating this vape-like mist. But apart from that, you don't see any traps. And it looks like eventually this tunnel opens up at the other side.
Fuck. And I tell the team, like, I don't see
And with
that.
that investigation check, like looking at the ground for traps, you notice there's recently made footprints.
Are they Darrow in shape?
They're smaller, not unusual for the area you're in.
Hobbitses.
Hobbitses.
I'm like, someone's come down here recently. I whisper to the team.
Is it going in or going out?
Are they going in or going out, DM?
The recent ones are going in.
They're going in. And so are we. I put the gem away.
Okay.
Who wants to go
And then
first?
I'm like, let you go first, and I cast invisibility on myself.
Okay. As you cast invisibility on yourself, a ward lights up on the ground.
Oh, fuck's sake.
Hold on a sec, I need to read this. Fuck. Okay. West and East Clefts. Okay.
Come on, Westcliff.
Okay, so ward lights up on the ground, and a high-pitched squealing starts happening, emanating from it, like a magical screeching noise, and you immediately gain attention of like a couple dozen Darrow in the recent vicinity. They all heads turn facing you as there's this bright blue ward on the ground just below you, Angrod.
Right, and I'm like, everyone in, everyone in.
And they
Yeah,
all just
start
start
moving
maddeningly
fast,
go
fast,
like,
fast.
they start going like, "Ah!" And they start like getting their shivs and shit ready, and they start climbing down their wee hovels towards you guys.
Right. I like shuffle everyone in, Jordan, and then when I'm gonna go in last. And then when I get in, I'm gonna put Cloud of Daggers in the doorway.
Okay, so you quickly start shoving everyone in. I'll say, just make a group acrobatics check for me, everybody.
Oh fuck, I just said group.
Acrobatics.
I just want to put on my shield,
yeah.
okay?
Oh god.
Oh god.
Oh god.
Mhm.
Okay, should I not roll anymore?
Oh,
my God.
yes.
Epka's fucking.
Oh god.
Epka's just like fucking cartwheels in. Isha right behind
I just
him.
power slide in the
Bye,
fucking
guys.
Epka's Isha, and then you start trying to shove Bosner in, and his fucking shields like jamming the way,
Oh my god.
and you're like, oh, you have to like rotate him around. At that point,
Pivot.
you push him through. Nihal follows, and as you turn to cast it, because of the time you took, you get shivved right in the front.
Oh you fucks.
Let's see. Dealing 3 points of piercing damage. You get shivved by one of these Darrow, just jump up and shiv you.
But the question is, did he manage to get invisible first or not?
It basically broke his invis. It was like a magic
Okay.
ward against invisibility. and you push him away, cast clouded daggers, and fucking ninja dust into this tunnel, and you just hear like the as all the daggers are raining from above, and you just hear like a bunch of screaming, and eventually, as you push your way in, there's like you see below the tarp, as you look backwards, one of the dare was just like crawling its way in, caught like daggers stuck in its back, and then the other ones have started screaming, and the screams have sort of dissipated and went quiet, and this one's like crawling towards you, and it just kind of goes limp.
Oh, fuck, dude.
I'm gonna hit it a couple times with my quarterstaff.
But like you managed to push right through. This place is, you know, a bit misty and stuff, but you managed to make it in fine, all things considered. And now you know why the Durgar just don't go invisible. Just go invisible, lol.
Just go invis, forehead.
Alright. Let's see.
Oh, that actually makes sense. Fuck. Clever little fucks.
Let's see here, let's see. Where are we?
Also, they got fucking sharp shivs, dude.
Plaster.
Okay.
Who's the first?
So
That's it.
as you come in, you guys come out into the opening after about sort of 60 feet of not crawling, but slowly making your way through this thin tunnel, and you see that the glow of the Phaedrus is like casting this soft light and glow across the entire cabin, at least the entranceway, and it swirls into sort of patterns, and it's creating these shadows, forming jagged pillar lining the walls. The air smells and tastes slightly metallic. The sound around you for once is muted in the city, and the dripping of water makes no echo, as if you're standing in like open air. Let's see here. I have a thing that I can do. Here we are. Okay. So maybe I should okay, I'm gonna experiment with this just to give you guys some better visual aids. But you guys won't have control over this torch, essentially. It's just to give you kind of idea on your surroundings. Just to give you an idea why the vision's so low is because each square is 25 feet. And this is your true, this is like the people with the better vision in the party. This is the kind of vision I'm using. So, you find yourselves in this cavern. I am going to need
I want to put my mask up before I get lung cancer.
everyone make wisdom saving throws.
No! No!
As you come out of this deep mist.
Happily.
Oh, oh.
Oh no!
I was like, oh, everything's okay. No,
Oh,
everything's not okay.
D100.
Wait,
D100.
did no one nat 20?
No.
Oh, okay.
Nah.
Never mind, that would have been sick.
Okay.
So those of you who passed, which is everyone but Isha, you just feel slight discomfort as you come in here, almost like something's just off about this place. You're not sure what it is, but it's kind of giving you a slight lightheaded feeling. Nat
Is it the
20,
mist?
Okay. Isha, you start seeing flashes of weird images. You know when you like look at a light for too long, you start blinking and seeing weird images. It's like that, but more horrific.
Like I saw a flashback. Oh my god, no.
Every time you like blink and stuff, you now have disadvantages on ability checks for the moment.
Hmm.
This place is
That's
making
good.
you feel very uncomfortable. It's not great, and these visions are fucking with you.
Right, Jordan, I have a question.
Mhm.
When was the last time I stood still and I stared longingly into the sunset?
It was probably when you guys were in that hovel hiding out. It probably happened, and then one of your party members gave you a shove.
That's okay.
So it's a bit less frequent than before after we popped him.
Nah, I mean, you make an intelligence check actually.
Uh,
Yeah, hard to tell actually. You feel like it's about the same, but you're not sure. You aren't timing it. Like you don't have a stopwatch for it, and it's not exact. It's always fluctuated since it happened to him, although it did get worse. And it doesn't seem to have gotten worse since you did it.
I mean,
just
I'll
stayed
take
about
that.
the same. Is there any new, like, bubbles on his head?
Do you check?
Yeah.
Sure, make a medicine check.
Not happily, but I'll do it.
It doesn't look like there's more boils or pox marks, but it's scarring. You can tell it's scarring already, and it's gonna leave him with like a jank hairdo for sure. Like basically, it's like gonna be bald patches in all the areas that there were boils.
I'll suggest you go bald and you get like a massive tattoo on your head to cover it.
It's fine, I'm not like tattoos.
Uh, so as you guys enter into this area, what are you doing?
Can we stand?
What do you mean?
Like stand up?
Yeah,
You said it was
you're already standing. No, you weren't crawling or anything through that area.
okay.
It was just thin, narrow. You could walk, only one single file though.
Okay, so I'll take out my mace of smiting.
Okay, you bring
Just
out your
in
mace.
case.
The rest of you, anything before you begin moving on?
I have my shield ready.
Okay.
Well, that's fine. Actually,
Wait, is the torch metaphorical?
No, this is essentially your vision of this area you're in. So,
No, I mean, like, we don't have. Do we have a torch?
no, this
I
is just
do.
your dark vision.
Right.
I
Okay.
will
I
sort
do
this.
have a torch if you want.
No,
No, I was just wondering.
I have a torch.
I have a
If you guys want
spell.
to start with a
I'll
torch,
bring
then go ahead. I can cast a
Oh.
cantrip.
I use Obringer.
Yeah. I have a cantrip. Is produce flame.
I like how everyone's trying to got a dick measuring contest and who's got the best torch.
It can stay for 10 minutes, but it's just like a flame
Flames
in
can
my
go up
hand.
to 30 feet each. Bright light. Fuck you.
Do you,
I mean, I'm just gonna say I can
And
make
it
a flame
damages
go
things.
brighter.
Nihal,
Yeah.
with your passive perception, you hear like, you hear up ahead the echoes of faint echoes of like a little squeaky maniacal laughter, like, and then
No, again.
it's away, just like that. But only you hear it.
Okay. I'll say there's somebody up ahead, and I'll suggest just stay quiet. And by the way, password trace is still on.
I mean,
Or
actually,
if there's someone here, then let's try and stay quiet. Yeah.
I'm going to stealthily, Jordan, load up one of those daggers I got last session with the poison.
Okay. So you load up one of your assassin's daggers, and essentially the poison remains on the dagger indefinitely until you use it, so it doesn't wear off after you've applied it. So that dagger is considered poisoned with whatever poison you're using. I'm guessing the one you got from the merchant.
Yeah, hydraulic poison.
Okay, cool. Good to know. So, do you guys move on or anything else?
Yeah.
Let's go
Well,
in all sneaky beaky like.
there's one way to go.
Okay. You start
One way
moving
to hell.
forward, and eventually you come up to an intersection.
Oh my god, it's the fourth one.
Uh,
Oh.
ahead of you, you hear the faint, uh, faint waves of water. Very, it's not like seawater or anything, or a fast-moving river, but more like a kind of lake or something, with like water lapping against like some kind of cliff or coast. North or to your left, you see a cavern filled with these two different types of mushrooms all around, and there appears to be some crack in the wall, and to your right it just opens up into some other cavern, it looks like.
I want to investigate the mushrooms, Jordan.
Sure. The mushrooms themselves, or
Yeah, the actual mushrooms.
okay. What are you investigating them for?
I want to see if those are the mushrooms we're looking for. The devil mushrooms.
Okay, I can tell
I
you.
hope not.
I can tell you that you see one of them is a 4-inch tall mushroom with a thin stem and a wide purple cap. The other is a 1-inch long stem, stubby blue cap with white dots. And they seem to be littering all the entire area. But you're not sure, you're not really proficient in nature or anything like that.
And I'm like, Neil! Neil! Come over here!
Yes.
You're good with nature and shit.
Ish.
Are these the mushrooms we're looking for?
Do I make a nature check?
Yeah, go ahead if you want. Hard to tell. You've never seen these mushrooms before.
Damn.
Never. And usually you guys are, you walk through the Underdark you've walked through a lot. You've seen a lot of different varieties of mushrooms, some edible, some not.
But
This doesn't
we have a
look like
we have a
anything.
druid that was born in the Underdark. Isha, come here.
Asia's a dread.
Yes, he is.
I'm a religious person myself.
Yikes. Also, can I have Angrod make a...
Oh no.
Since you were searching through, can you just make an investigation check?
Then I want to do a nature check, please.
Yeah, go ahead.
Comes to Gracklstugh.
Disadvantage, baby.
Yeah, Angrod, you don't see anything with that. You do see the big... There's a crack in the wall. It's not big. And it's not big enough for any of you to fit through it. It looks way too small. Nature check. That 20. Why do you have +4 to nature?
Intelligence, motherfucker.
So looking at them, these are weird ass rare mushrooms, and when you were with your crew,
Mm-hmm. Indeed.
all I'll say is they look edible. They don't look like they'll kill you, but you don't know exactly what they do.
Angrod.
Well,
These are edible.
good to know.
In case you wanna try.
No,
Hey.
if they're,
Well,
Are these big? Are these like 4 feet tall? Did you
No,
say?
no, no. One's got like a 4-inch stem. The other one's like a couple inches, or 1-inch long stem. So Niha, make a perception check.
Can I cut 2 of them down?
One of each.
Uh-huh.
Okay, sure, easy enough. You harvest one of each.
What should I name these?
Name one purple cap and name one blue cap.
Oh no. Blue cap's going badly.
You could
Yikes.
either
Can I,
eat the purple
You
or the
guys are
blue.
rolling like trash.
Jordan,
Yeah.
can I think about like a bag or like a small sachet or a cloth from the bag of holding and see if there is anything inside the bag of holding like that?
You pull out a cloth, but you don't pull out another bag from the bag of holding.
Is it big enough that I can put the mushroom in and like seal it in some way? Like close it inside the cloth?
Yeah, you could wrap the cloth around a mushroom and take it if you want.
Yeah.
Which one?
Can
Purple or blue?
Blue?
Yeah, they're both edible.
You think so?
Oh, I think so, that's fine.
I wanted to use them to try and make a potion, but
You
That's
don't
absolutely
know.
something you could try. Do you have a herbalist kit? That's
yeah.
you could make like a paste with it, not a potion.
Can you hear any more fucking cackling?
Make a perception check. Let's see. By the time you got there, Ipkiss, are you like with the group at this point? Who are all like
Yeah.
mushroom
Yeah, with
picking?
them.
You looking around and you're listening, and you hear like a strange draft. Feel a strange draft coming from this small crack. And looking down, you see footprints leading into the crack.
Ooh.
Wow.
Right.
Since you're up here.
But none of us is able to fit into the crack, right?
Nope. No medium or even small creatures look like they could fit in that.
So Daryl couldn't fit in that.
You wouldn't think so. It doesn't look like you should be able to fit.
But it did. Somehow.
Do you think a very small, say, a snake or a rat or something could fit in there?
Oh
Can I
yeah.
check if it's a magical hole?
What do you want to do with it?
Nihao, go in the hole.
Yes.
Go in the hole.
We have another druid. He can change shape too.
Is he a druid?
He's a fighter, is he
He's a
not?
fucking ranger.
Oh.
Is he not?
Don't blow my cover.
Is he
I'll
not?
start speaking druidic with Isha.
We'll live on the surface one day. You and I.
Okay, but can you shape? I don't want to shape into a rat.
I can shape, and I just reach out my hand, and I bend it.
Shocking.
This crack must
Yeah.
lead somewhere, and there must be another way round to the other side.
Okay.
Jordan, can I check the hole?
Let me
Yeah,
let me
what do you want
check
to check
the
it
stat
for?
for a normal size rat or mouse.
See if it's just an illusion.
Okay. You put your hand in it, it's not an illusion. It's real. It's a real crack.
Yes, this is indeed a hole.
Can confirm.
Why all this nonsense
There's
with the holes
also
going on?
two
Can I
other
move up a little
ways.
bit? Yeah, can I move up a little bit?
But the footprint.
Yeah.
Fuck the footprints, we come back.
Yeah, you come back and you start moving forward,
Oh god, I see water. Oh god.
and you see these are the two directions you've got left. There's, I'll tell you just now. I've got a wee descriptor for you. Let's see here. What have we got? So it's number dos. You see the tunnel at this point slopes down to the edge of a large pool that fills the cavern ahead. The opposite shore is, you guys with the superior dark vision can see the opposite shores nearly 100 feet away. And you can't see anything beneath the surface of the black water of this pool. But it's not like a fast moving river or anything, it's like a lake. Mostly still. Gently lapping against the bottom of the slope.
Nice.
Kinda dips down into a U-shape pier.
I take a loose stone, Jordan cast light in it. I just try and chuck it in as far as I can in the pool.
Shh,
Alright.
don't wake the beast.
You pick up a stone, cast a light, and you lob it. You manage to lob it about halfway in, since you got higher elevation, and you wait a few moments. You don't make a perception check.
Oh, dearie me. Oh, dearie me, dearie me.
What have you done?
What have I done?
What have you done?
What have I done? Oh no, I cannot see.
You don't see anything, and there's no stirring in the water after you've lobbed this stone in. It remains mostly still. You've disturbed it a little bit, but not enough to really warrant anything. Looks fine though.
Looks relatively safe to me.
Doesn't smell great, but looks fine.
Doesn't smell great, but it looks safe
Does
to
it
me.
look like it has something on the surface of it, like oil or anything like that?
Do you want to go up and investigate?
And that's from a safe distance.
I'll say perception check with disadvantage because you're not like actually.
I'm
getting
already
close.
disadvantaged.
Oh,
Double disadvantage.
that's a yikes. Doesn't look like there's anything coalescing on the surface at all. Just looks like water. Just like it's really like swampy, stagnant.
It's a big ooze.
It's not
Does-
an ooze.
Everybody know how to swim.
I'm really bad at swimming.
I can
guess
walk
so.
on water.
Although, how about we
Yeah.
just go the other way?
Yeah.
No.
What other way?
Do it south. The big open bit.
Yeah.
Can try.
She's like, fine.
But just in
You brought
just
logic in here.
case, just in case, if the other road is closed, is everybody okay with swimming?
I mean, I'm wearing light
Yeah.
armor, so I shouldn't have any problems with it.
And if you give me like 10 minutes, I can cast water breathing for everybody. They
I don't
says
think we've
up
got
to
time.
10 willing creatures.
I am not really a fan of breathing water.
But not breathing water, you can breathe into water.
But you're still breathing the water.
Not if you're exhaling, you fool.
I'll
Then you're
show
not
you.
exhaling the
I'm
water.
not
You'll be fine.
casting it, I'll just show you. That's the spell.
The logistics of D&D spells, I love it.
Bosner, you'll be fine.
You're
Of course,
not breathing
of course.
water like you can breathe underwater.
You're not gonna swallow it.
But there's no air in the water. Not separate.
Magic.
You get some gills.
The way I interpret it is you get like a set of gills, essentially.
Yeah.
Nasty.
Can you breathe air?
Or-
You still need
You got to stay in the
oxygen.
water for
24
24
hours.
hours.
Yeah.
You just got to stay in the water for 24 hours.
No, it
No,
lasts
oh.
for 24 hours, but
Read what it says!
you also retain the ability to breathe normally.
Does water breathing not turn into fish?
Somebody said you would grow gills.
Ah,
I don't
but
wanna
you've
go
still
gills.
got a nose.
Oh, right.
Look, the
Unless
spell
it
literally
grows-
says
Unless it
affected
goes on your
creatures
face.
also retain their normal mode of respiration. That's
Normal
breathing.
mode. Normal move.
I don't mean to interrupt or anything, but can we go for a 5? I really need to go back.
Yeah. I was gonna say, what are you guys doing? Then we'll go for 5.
Right, we're
Yeah,
going. Go south. Go
I'm
south.
going to smoke.
All right,
Ah,
take
I'm
5,
getting this
everybody.
fungus in my head. Fucking hell.
I'm gonna restart Discord and fix Red Boat.
Nah, don't worry, it's fine.
Oh fuck, I'm back.
can't believe you done this.
Please work.
It's
Mr.
been 4 years, Jordan.
Oh,
We've
shit.
been waiting for D&D forever.
Bruh, I'm gonna go for a pace. Beer back.
Bruh. Hoy and back.
Shmem. I swear, fuck, man. You have
What's
no
up?
idea how long I spent setting this session up. You guys are measuring who's got the best torch and like. fucking- oh my god, everyone look at these mushrooms.
To be
The
fair,
crack in them.
I had a good reason for it.
Doesn't even eat them.
It's a bait.
I was focusing on the cackling. I'm still wondering
Well-
what's going on with that.
We could feed the mushroom to Angrod and see what happens.
That's what I was gonna do.
So we decided we go south.
Once Isaac's back.
Yeah, I think so.
Well, I'm downstairs, so I can't see roll 20.
It's your own personal problem.
Fuck you.
You'll need to update Angerald's token, mate, since you're bald now.
Oh yeah. Fucking work your Photoshop magic.
Change your Roll20 profile picture.
Oh,
Photoshop magic. Who do you think I am? MS Paint lad.
MSP.
You just can't let go of Frank, mate.
I mean, I didn't want to let go, but Frank let go.
You always pick the lowest quality character portraits.
I know.
I swear to God, man. It's like 100 pixels by 100. Fucking hell, dude.
Enigmas.
If
Thing
you're
is,
lucky.
I found a way higher res version of Frank's token ages ago than the one you used. I was like, why the
Right.
fuck did he not use this one?
Because I didn't find it, alright, Jordan?
Fuck's sake, mate. Poor show. Oh, Isaac's back. Alright. So you find yourselves at this cross section. You've got 3 options, it seems, to move ahead. Which are you taking? Or do you want to split the party?
Hell no.
Let's
I'll
go the
say
easy
the
way.
party stay together.
Let's
Down the
go
way.
the easy way.
Yes.
To the south, south, south.
Okay. You start heading south. What's the marching order for you guys?
I'm in the
I'll-
middle.
I'll stay in the middle.
Second, I'll go second.
I can't see.
Wait, so who's leading the way?
Ipkiss.
Someone with good survival
Okay, I'll lead.
instincts.
I'll
Apparently.
lead the way.
Okay,
Or I'll be
Edgus.
second then.
Okay, Neil's leading the
Or
way.
fuck it. Fuck it, we'll both lead the way.
Angrod's in the back. Bosner's second.
Flying beetle formation.
Okay. let me read you a little something here. As you begin moving towards this next cavern, the stench of rotting meat rises. The floor begins to give way from rock and stone to something softer. And a couple of you almost lose your footing. As you look down, the floor is carpeted with human remains, the entire floor of this cavern. It's about, it's pretty wide.
Human? Humanoid?
Humanoid, mostly.
Right.
A lot of it's rotting away. You can see there's various deep gnome bodies, some Darrow bodies, there's some goblin bodies, and there's the bodies of a couple of creatures you guys haven't come across. A 2-headed creature with sort of dark blue slash grey skin.
Would I recognize it?
Maybe actually. Go ahead and make a nature check.
Do I still have disadvantage?
Yep, disadvantage on all your checks.
Oof.
Nope, you don't know what it is, but it's kind of like, yeah, it's got like a big pot belly and it's rotting away a bit, but you can see its faces up, since it has two, and they have like these sort of hooks and piercings all over their faces and stuff, with like this dark stringy hair. But as you begin making your way in, it just reeks. And you see, like, in the middle of the room, there's some kind of weird effigy made of like humanoid body parts. You guys just
Is anyone else opposed to breaking it?
No. It's pretty fucked up. I'm not a fan of this.
How do they look like? Do they look like something just like licked the meat off the bones, or?
no, the rot looks natural. However, some of them do have severed limbs and things, and body parts cut away, it looks like.
Like a clean cut?
I wouldn't say clean. As clean as a rusty shiv would do.
They all have shivs. I know, I got stabbed by.
The other way might be better.
Angrod.
Oh god.
Actually, Angrod and Isha, roll me a d20.
No.
Just flat d20, don't add anything.
Yeah,
Just
sure.
hopes and dreams, Java.
Oh, I almost fucked up.
Oh, that's a good one.
Ah.
Oh, good.
I don't say that until we hear what it means.
Okay.
That might not be
Wow.
good for.
Okay, so as you guys begin moving forward, it is difficult terrain. Technically, it's quite hard to move in. Isha,
It's not difficult for me.
you feel something crawling up your
And
back
my skin.
and onto your shoulder, and as you
Oh,
turn,
my back. Oh
you
no.
see a severed hand on your shoulder, and it's just there, like grasping onto your shoulder,
Hello, Mr. Hand.
and then it, like, with its elongated nails, it slashes at your neck with its fingers.
Oh fuck.
Goodbye, Mr. Neck. I mean,
Hello, Mr. Hand. Goodbye, Mr. Neck.
it doesn't manage to, like, some of your mask and like leathers manage to block it for the most part, so it doesn't really do much damage, but it seems to be at your throat essentially.
yeet it the fuck away from me.
Okay, so you grab it and throw it.
Yeah.
Okay, you throw it amongst the pile of bodies in the middle of the room. You guys just see from like over your shoulders, this lump of flesh just flies past you all and thump 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 into the pile of corpses surrounding you all.
The
That's
fuck was
fucked
that?
up.
At this point, where you lobbed that hand, you see movement stirring beneath the corpses.
I'm out.
Not only there, a bit
I
movement
step
off to
forward.
the sides, and then you see in the distance faint, dim lights suddenly flare up with a green light, and with these three green lights, within the center of it are these little beady, orangey red, piercing, almost eyes.
Do they look undead?
Well, first, the stirring in front of you coming from the corpses as three creatures wrapped in tattered cloth rise up from the corpses, and you guys
Bobby!
need to roll initiative.
Yeah, took us a while. What's
Oh,
wrong?
mate, we're fighting Ghost Riders.
Alright.
Oh my
Oh
god.
no!
Okay, please. Ah, thank God.
Okay, let's see what these things I need to get there.
Right.
So let's see. Has everyone got their initiative in? Yeah.
Yeah.
All right.
Uh,
Isha,
Shit fails.
you're up
Fails bad.
first. You see these clothed undead creatures rise up, shambling, and begin like crawling and standing up at the same time towards you all. Yeah.
are we still doing the one square of 25 feet? Or is it back to normal
No,
now?
no, this is normal. I've
Okay.
as you can see, I've scaled it.
Oh yeah.
But
Looks-
also, yeah, it's half movement because it's difficult terrain and the corpses.
Okay, are those just flying skulls, essentially?
Yep, and they appear to be giving off light, obviously, as you can see.
Okay,
And they
I'll
begin like
switch...
cackling.
I don't like that. I'll switch to my longbow
Yep.
and shoot the one south of me.
The skull.
Yeah, the skull.
Okay, go ahead and roll.
Yeet.
Misses. You shoot off to
Mm.
the side and it cracks against the stone and lands into the pile of corpses below, as it slightly jukes out of the way as it's hovering in midair.
Okay, let's curve that back onto the undead before him.
Okay, can you curve like 180 it?
Yeah, why not, eh? Magic.
I mean,
What's
there
the-
you go.
What's the thing? When you make an attack and miss. Okay, yeah, that's fine. Do that. It's essentially like mid-air. You see it's gonna miss.
Oh shit.
So you
Sorry.
sort of thing it. Yeah, reroll
So it's
the
just
attack
13 for the thing.
for the mummy.
Uh-huh.
That hits.
So we just take the 19 for that.
Sure. Is this thing resistant? Let's see. Okay. The arrow.
magical
it
arrows?
seems to miss, and you see it's gonna miss, and you fucking. What's that film called where you curve the bullets? That's what you do with
Wanted.
the arrow.
Professor Xavier.
Wait, is this magical? Did you say? Are the arrows magical?
Yes.
Are they? What are they?
Magic arrows.
No, are they +1 or what are they?
Let me find that for you, but it's magical arrows.
It just says on the
But they
thing
are
when
plus
you make
one.
an attack roll with a magic arrow and miss.
Oh, it's because you're a fucking arcane archer, right?
Yeah, every arrow of mine is magical.
Okay, that's field arrows.
Until actually like land somewhere.
Okay. Is that you?
Well no, I have 2 attacks.
Okay, go ahead.
Once again, skull. Please. Oh my god.
Miss.
That's me, folks.
Okay.
Let's move
Mummies.
there. Wait, let me just move.
Go ahead and move.
Okay, I moved. Half speed.
Yeah. The mummies begin shambling towards you all. They're at half movement too, and they aren't exactly quick. So the
God
one
bless.
up there dashes in order to get close. This one that you shot begins shambling towards you, Isha.
That was half speed.
That was dashing.
Oh, right, okay. I was about to say.
This one did not dash, however, so he's going to multi-attack Ebkith. So, first thing he does, he targets... Okay, so you, Ebkith, need to make a wisdom saving throw.
Yeet.
Okay, you're fine. However, you take... your AC is not 19 or higher than 19, is it?
No, AC
Okay.
is not.
He comes at you with his rotting fist and punches you square in the neck, and a bunch of his rotten flesh goes all over your face and shit. And you feel it's gross basically, but you take 7, 8, 9, 19 points of damage. Some of it's bludgeoning, some necrotic.
As a reaction, I'm going to cast Hellish Rebuke
Yeah. Go ahead and roll damage on
at
that.
level 5.
You get one of those per day, right?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Bonk.
So he takes 12, 50 points of fire damage.
Damn.
As he punches you, you just fucking shout in his face, and a bunch of fire blasts out from your skin and hurts him. Is he immune to this shit? Let's see. Oh, double damage. It starts lighting his cloth on fire. So that actually does another.
Get the fuck out my face, bitch!
So you can see like its cloth and flesh starts burning up, but you also need to make a con save for me from that punch that he did to you.
Oh
Okay,
Jesus,
you're
man!
fine.
You're
Wait.
rolling high.
Cursed. Okay, cool. Never mind. Bosner, your turn.
Oh yeah. Do some Spirit Guardians. I'm going to to 4th level.
All right.
I don't think that actually takes effect until it's their turn.
Okay. Yeah. Start of their turn, is it not?
Yeah, start of their
If they
turn.
start their turn in it or move through it, or some shit like that.
Yeah, if
Okay.
they, yeah, as soon as they enter it, basically.
So I'll just keep that damage in mind and the wisdom
Sure.
save. But yeah, if you want, put the aura around you so I can see it.
Yep. Yeah,
So-
how,
Any other actions other than that?
yep.
Getting to melee.
Whorlstone.
I wade through the bodies.
Yeah, it's like up to your knees as well, and you're just like wading through. Nihal, your turn.
No, I'm not sure. I get
Uh,
missed the fucker.
Oh wait,
Is that it?
is that a bonus action? The
Yeah. Spirit
Spirit
Guards is bonus
Guardians?
action.
What? That's a bonus?
Yeah,
Clerics
Oh,
need
buddy,
fucking nerfed. That's
pretty sure.
that
I'll
actually
make sure.
is-
I'll be wrong.
Yeah, I'm sure it's an action, right? Because I know
We had this combo with
spiritual,
it last week.
spiritual weapons bonus. For
Oh, maybe
sure.
I'll get mixed up. Maybe it's Spiritual Weapon. I hope not.
You could cast that.
Ah, fuck, it is an action. Okay,
Yeah.
oh, my bad. I don't get to miss the guy, it's fine.
Yeah. So yeah, what's that, like a 30-foot radius or something? Or
It's a
20-foot?
15-foot radius.
15-foot radius, cool.
Any drive radius.
Alright, if that's your turn, it's Epkis's turn.
As mine.
I mean, Nihal's. Yeah.
We're
Can I
skipping the
hit
useless
this
one.
one?
You wanna what?
I wanna hit that one with the Mace of Smiting.
Do it.
Why not
Smite
poison
them.
it?
Because not working on undead.
That hits.
Have you tried?
None of my spells.
7 points of bludgeoning. Do you not get extra damage or something on Mace of Smiting?
If they're construct.
Oh no.
Are they
Oh, I see,
construct?
yeah. No, they're not. They're undead.
Well, I get you get a +1 bonus to attack.
Yeah.
And the bonus increases +3 when you use the mace to attack construct.
Yeah, that's fine.
Then no, nothing. It's just if I roll a 20 to attack, I get an extra 7, but
Yep.
that's not 20.
Is that you? Anything else?
Yeah, I guess.
Epkis, your turn. The shambling mummy all up in your business punched you with his rotted fist. And tried glaring
Go
at
back
you, but
to-
didn't work.
The tried and tested Eldritch Blast.
Eldritch Blast.
Point blank, my boy.
Yeah.
Disadvantage, sir. Well, that's
13.
fine. 13 hits. They're pretty easy to hit. Very
That's for
slow
the first
with the
beam.
armor. Yeah, first
So
beam.
9 force, I'm pushing back.
And you're pushing back. Okay. -9. And how far are you pushing back?
Yeah, 10 feet.
Damn. Just pushing back.
Alright. I'll probably hit the one to my left as well. Like that one.
Right.
For
Go
the
ahead.
second beam. Shit, I need to roll again. Fuck, where's it?
Hits. Pushing him back.
Yeah, yeah.
Phew. 11 points of
There's
force
no-
damage.
Is there no save for that? You just automatically do it.
Just
That's
happens.
pretty handy.
Yeah, just happens.
Just Adder's Blast.
Just
And I'm
Eldritch Blast, man.
I'm just gonna wait to half speed.
Yeah, half speed.
So 50.
Yeah, you got 3 squares to move.
There you go.
Is that you?
Yes.
Okay.
That'll do, Peg. That'll do.
Uh,
Gullies.
this guy's gonna move here.
Ghost Rider!
This guy's gonna move. Wait, what's their speed again? They're flying, so they're not hindered by the corpses. He's gonna fly here. This guy's gonna fly here. As they're cackling, all three of them are gonna cast fireballs on you.
Holy what?
On who?
They're gonna cast it right. In fact, they're gonna catch that mummy. They don't give a shit. So all of
Shit.
you have to make. Let me just roll here.
Can I use absorb element as a reaction?
Right, hold on. We're gonna do this one at a time. All right. So I need to get this sheet open. Fireball at level 3. Okay. So everyone, roll me a deck save. Holy fuck! That's not the DC. That must be a mistake.
Shit.
Hang on.
What's
Just before it is.
What's the DC here?
Fuck.
Oh,
Okay, okay.
please.
That makes sense.
Oh god.
Okay.
Toast.
Anyone who rolled under 13 takes
Shit.
31 points of fire damage.
I
Anyone
I
who
Okay,
use
that-
absorb element.
Okay, which means you take half damage, so you take 15 damage.
I take half damage as well,
There
so I've
is-
got health resistance.
Okay, yeah. If you have resistances, you take half damage, so 15. And those of you who's got 13 or above take 15 damage.
I'm gonna do my con check.
Jesus Christ.
Oh yeah, you need to do
Ah
concentration.
fuck.
You
That's
drop,
right.
yeah, you drop
Well.
Spirit Guardians.
Oh, he does, okay.
Okay,
Big goose.
so that's his. Okay, the second one's gonna fireball.
Oh,
Make another dex check. DC 13. Dex save, sorry.
Wait. Would they not get hit by Spirit Guardians if they move into.
Nope.
Spirit Guardians is dropped and they didn't move into it. So Bosner, you
see.
take half.
Half of.
Oh, sorry. The full damage is 22. The DC is 13.
So I take 11.
So 11's half. 22 is full. Epkiss, you take half because of your resistance. Bosner, you
Yeah.
take half. Angrod, you take 22. Nihal, you take 20. How long does
God.
resistance the absorb element? Is that one reaction?
One reaction, but I can use it again.
No, you only get one reaction per round. So you take.
Oh, but I used it the right one.
All of it.
Yeah, use them the
How
right.
much?
22.
Shit.
Isha takes 22. Alright, final
Yeet.
fireball. Okay, dex check, dex saves again. Let's get through this.
Yes!
Nice.
Oh,
I don't
thank
want
God.
to.
Okay,
I don't want
Going unconscious!
Oh no, I'm boss nervous.
the DC is 13. The full damage is 31.
Jesus
I take
Christ.
a quarter, so I take 7.
Yeah, more damage.
Christ.
Right, so
I'm,
do I
so
take full.
I'm looking
You just see
sore.
all three of them in a coordinated attack. They
Ow.
start cackling, and these fireballs just coalesce in their mouths as all three of them just throw these bombardment of fire at you all and explode. The mummy's fucking disintegrated. I'm not even making checks for him. He's dead. He takes double damage from fire, so he's fucked. He doesn't even have to
Wait,
make any checks.
Jordan, I rolled 13, so I take full or half.
You take half.
Oh, what was the damage again?
For the last one?
Yeah,
you take 15
31, so you
damage.
take 15.
Okay, I'm unconscious.
Okay.
I'm unconscious.
Oh shit.
Nihal's unconscious.
After that, yes, I'm not going unconscious.
Fuck.
Falls unconscious.
Still unconscious.
Yeah, I did. I thought I was gonna say.
Angrod, are you unconscious?
I am awake.
Okay, you're fine. Go ahead, dude. Take your turn.
I'm. I'll just have a cheeky peek. I'm gonna swap to my crossbow, Jordan.
Mm-hmm.
I'm gonna fucking. Wait, can I reach that guy? I should be. Yeah, I should be able to reach that guy with the crossbow.
What's the range? Because there's two ranges.
Oh shit.
One's at disadvantage. The first range is normal, the second range is disadvantage.
8320.
Oh, really? What the fuck is that heavy crossbow?
It's a light crossbow.
Okay, yeah, I mean, you can roll without disadvantage to hit. 80? Well, I like crossbow. That hits. Which one is it? One to the east, I take it.
Yeah, the one
Yeah.
like closest to Nihal, her undead body.
Okay, 4 plus 1, does this thing have resistance? Is that.
Oh, okay.
Wait, what kind of damage is that?
Pure sin. Pure sin.
Okay. The bolt does hit the skull, but it kind of dings off of it a bit, ricochets. You get the feeling it's not taking full damage from that.
I have no spells.
It's your fault. It's your personal
I mean-
problem, mate.
It's half movement here as well.
Mm-hmm.
I'm going to
Fly.
create some space.
Wise move.
Isha's move.
Guess what?
Run away!
But I'm gonna shoot the same skull.
Okay, the one that you've missed
The one.
twice.
Yep.
Yep.
Ah, fuck it.
Hits. Big damage. These things don't seem hard to hit, by the way. 23, damn. Magical damage too, right? Yeah. So minus 23. Okay,
Shoot my crossbow to
you
that
aim
damage.
at the skull, you pull it back, and you let loose this arrow, and it crashes against the side of one of its eye sockets and blows out like a chunk of its skull. It looks not great after that.
Not great, you say.
Not too great.
How about
no.
a second arrow?
Hits. The final arrow bursts through the center of its head and explodes into cinders and drops into the ground.
I did it. I might be level 10 after this.
Is that you?
Actually, I'm gonna drink one of my greater healing potions
Okay, do it.
as a bonus.
Do you know how much that is?
I'm looking up right now. I think it's a 4d4 plus whatever it is.
4, I think.
44 plus 4.
Okay. Oh, 4d4 plus 4. Oof.
Alright,
Not bad.
15 points of healing and used your potion. Anything else?
That's me.
Alright, this mummy is going to shamble up to Ipkiss with
Oh,
his
no.
dash movement. This one's going to shamble up to Bosner and Nihal, but it had to dash, so they don't get a turn. Bosner's turn.
Sweet.
Nihal's unconscious,
Yep,
so let's
I
give her
know.
this.
Mask your wounds.
The cleric's doing cleric things.
Yay! Right, I think that's need to add.
Your wisdom
Oh, no, that's
modifier,
fine.
is it not?
That's what we get.
Okay.
So everyone has 21 points.
Holy shit, thank you.
Oh, good
We have a
21 points of
cleric.
healing. And,
So do we all
Nihal,
get?
Nihal, you wake up prone, lying down on this fucking bed of corpses, smelling of just shit and death,
The range is 60 foot, so you all get it.
Oh yes.
including the skulls.
No.
Yes.
Skulls.
Wait, they
skulls
do
are
have a
bad.
face. They have.
It doesn't affect undead. Ha ha ha.
Yeah,
That'd be great for damage, don't
you
they?
can't heal undead like that. Is that you?
Looking for a bonus action thing I can do.
Healing word.
Oh,
Uh,
there's a mummy.
Ah,
Oh, that's your mummy.
got him.
Fucking got him.
Yeah, I think that's me for just now.
Okay, stand on your ground. Nihal, you're prone on the ground, but alive and conscious. What would you like to do?
Sweep the leg. Bring it down to your level.
Oh, she's fucking muted. Jenna,
What a paw back. She was
Just
she
saying.
was shouting at somebody just before her turn.
Hello.
time to
Hello.
listen to some more.
you're
recap.
alive and awake, and
I want to get up.
yeah, half your movement used.
Yeah. And to drink a healing potion, is it an action or a
No,
bonus action?
Bonus to drink yourself.
Okay, so I want to hit the guy with the Mace of Smiting,
Do
the
it.
one in front of me.
Mummy boy. He's
21.
That hits. That
So it's
hits.
got +7 to whatever I roll now, so 14.
Oh shit, nice. 14 points of bludgeoning and it's magic. Oh, he looks rough. You just cave half of his skull in, and he's like standing
And
there
I'm
barely.
going to drink a greater healing potion.
Right, go ahead, that's 44 plus 4. 13 points back.
Nice.
Okay, and then that's me.
Epkiss, you're up.
Eldritch Blast on the mummy beside me first.
Yeah, disadvantaged.
All good.
Hits.
Nice one.
These things are very easy to hit.
300 feet!
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah, it's like a
Warlock
fucking
thinks-
sniper spell.
Yeah,
He's like a
basically.
fucking...
His
He's like
only
a
spell.
fucking sniper rifle.
Yeah, so you slam into him with your dark purple energy and he gets pushed back 10 feet.
Okay, I'm gonna actually shoot the second skull with the other beam.
Yeah, go ahead. You can definitely reach it. Yeah, it hits. 14 points of force damage,
Nice, max damage.
and you push it 10 feet, 5, 10.
Yes. And I'm going to run away.
Okay.
Get this piece of shit away from me.
Scully Boy's turn. Luckily, they only get one fireball, so you're fine.
Oh, thank fuck. I wasn't sure.
On the barrage again.
Polymorph. Or banishment.
Turn boss on that chicken. Hey.
See if we ever get hit by a banishment spell by an NPC, I would fucking just laugh.
The range.
Don't give him ideas.
I want the idea.
I think vampires get banish spell.
I'd be
We've got
really
one off
sad.
already.
Yeah, you
Yeah,
do
yeah,
get
yeah.
spellcasting NPCs, guys.
Yeah.
So these two skulls are gonna flank.
No!
This one is gonna pull up on Nihal and hit her with 2 flame rays. The first one hits with a 24, you take 7 points of fire damage as it opens its mouth and this ray of fire hits you. Second
Okay.
one does a 12 hit.
Nope.
Alright, the other one, he's gonna do the same to Bosner. 24 to hit.
Yep.
11 points of fire.
Okay.
And then the second one's a 14 miss.
Yep.
That's gonna be them. Angrod, your turn.
Right. Question is, how do I do more damage than Isha with a crossbow? I'll tell you how. I'm going to crit the one that's above Bosnor.
Mm-hmm.
Hits.
Man,
It kind of haphazardly ricochets off it again, dealing half damage, as it's resistant to piercing.
and I'm like, Pierce, you fuck. And then I'm gonna get brave. I'm gonna switch to Dawnbringer
Okay. Meet your doom.
and meet your doom. And then I turn Dawnbringer on.
Yep, that's a bonus action, free action to pull it out. Yep, you've got Dawnbringer, a light.
And I'm just like I'm wading through these fucking bodies. I'm like,
And then
I wanna
Dawnbringer,
cut
you just
open.
hear in your mind, like Dawnbringer's like, slay.
We gonna slay, girl.
Is that you?
Yeah.
Isha.
How's the zombie looking?
Not great. He didn't look great in the first place because he's a mummy zombie, but he's all falling
It's a
apart.
mummy zombie.
He doesn't look good.
He can do himself. I'll attack the one there. That's cool.
Okay, go ahead and roll. Hits. Oh my god, okay.
How the fuck are you doing so much damage?
You almost burst it, crack it in half. It's got this big crack down the center, just barely floating around. It's
Cool,
still
for round
cackling.
two.
It's still cackling maniacally as well,
Eh.
like clown laugh style. Ooh,
Oh, no.
that hits.
He
Yeah,
rolls a
you
4 and he still
explode it.
does 20 damage.
You explode it and it falls to the ground into flakes of fire. That's what fighters do, man. Fighters fight and nothing else.
I'm a druid. I don't know what you're talking about.
Just a druid, guys.
Just truth news.
Is that you?
I mean, Angro is gonna get himself killed, so
Fine.
just
You
move
don't know
away
that.
from him.
Like,
gonna move away from him.
Isha and Angro, you guys are like on the edge of the difficult terrain, just letting you know.
Oh, that's fine. No, I just stay here for now. Fuck it, that's fine. And turn.
Alright, Mummy's turn. Let's see. 10. He can get into melee with you. The last bit of movement. This guy is. Oh my god, he's alive. Okay.
I should have moved.
He is going to. I'm gonna 50-50 this. GR.
Don't eat my
4
brain, please.
minus 2.
Going to mustache.
So yeah, he hits Nihal.
Yay.
So first, Nihal, make a wisdom save. Okay, you're fine. You make a con save.
Uh,
Oh, lucky.
An intelligence?
Finally, this rotting fist comes out your face, slams, and a bunch of its flesh just slides across you and remains on your face. You even taste it a little bit. And
ew.
you take
Congratulations,
20
Nabe.
29 points of damage, 12 bludgeoning, 17 necrotic.
Holy shit.
I'm unconscious again.
You fall on the
Knocked
ground
you the fuck
unconscious.
out.
Just fucking
Jesus.
swift hook to the face. You're on the ground. Mike Tyson over here. That's their turn. Bosner, your turn.
I'm going to once again cast Mask Cure Wounds.
Okay.
Thank you.
Everyone.
Aw.
Damn, 12? Okay, everyone gets 12 points of healing. You're back conscious, Nihal. On the ground again.
Yay.
It's like you just keep blinking and like you're on the ground. You're like, fuck.
And I shout over, Nihal, are you okay?
Aw.
Is that your turn, Bosner?
Yeah, I think so. Well, can I?
Yeah.
I'm just trying to think if I should do it for bonus then.
Spirit weapons bonus, but I don't know
Yeah,
what
I think
else
I'll
you
do
have
Spirit
is.
Weapon. I've not done that in a while.
Okay, where do you want to conjure it?
Up the skull that's left.
Alright. Boom.
I'll drag it out. For the, oh yeah, there.
There you go.
Cheers. Yeah, about there.
14 hits, so roll damage.
Sweet. Boom.
Conjure up this
8
warhammer made of force, and 8 force damage to it. Minus 8. Yeah, just cracks it in the side, and it gets a couple hairline cracks in its skull, but it's still kicking. Nihal's turn.
Once again, I use half my movement to get up.
Yep. This mummy's just right in your face, like almost completely dead again.
Yeah, and I want to use produce flame and
On yourself?
shove it in his mouth.
Oh, what's that do?
It's producing a flame in my hand,
Yeah, so it's a touch spell.
and I can use it. I can use it as an attack.
Okay.
I can use it either as a ranged attack or
Yeah, it just counts as a spell attack though, right? So that
Yeah.
hits, that hits. Yeah.
so.
And
The match-
it's dead, it's dead. It doesn't matter what you roll, it's fucking dead.
Yeah, shove it in his mouth.
Yeah, it's double damage too. You shove your flaming fist in its mouth, and its head just explodes in gore all over you, and Bosner. And it flops to the ground, headless.
And then I still have a bonus action, but I can't really do anything with that.
You have movement
Not
also.
now.
You've got 1 square of movement.
Why one?
Well,
you got up.
you just have your movement to get up, which you only have 15 left, and half of 15 is 7, rounded down.
No,
7.5.
because I have the ring of reaction. So difficult terrain doesn't cost me extra movement.
Oh shit, well, you got 15 movement, you got 3 squares.
I'll go over here.
Alright. Epkiss.
Eldritch Blast on the skull.
Yep,
Oof.
Finish him.
hits.
Talking about one trick ponies.
Says
Comes
you.
from you.
13 points, yeah. Do you push it back?
No.
No. Okay, you blast it, and yeah, it smashes into its skull, cracking it further.
We
Still
go
up.
again.
Hits. 9 points of damage. It's still kicking after that.
Oh, God.
Barely.
Alright, I'm gonna push it back.
Okay, you push it back. So like here. Is that you?
Yeah.
Scully Boy's turn. Let's see what spells he's got.
Banishment on anger.
Ideal.
It's gonna use Magic Missile on Angrod.
On the knee!
Yep.
The fuck?
It's basically the same thing.
Wait, I need. Oh, this is fucked where I need to use it 3 times. Rolling 1d4 plus 1. Yeah, I need to roll it again and again. Feels bad, man. Okay. So you take 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12 points of force damage, Angrod.
God damn it,
It's a
your
bunch
healing
of-
was just supposed
It
to.
opens its mouth and these fucking bullets of force slam into you. It's also going to pivot 40 feet this way. Angrod's turn.
He's scared, he's running. Fuck him up.
Wait a minute, let me just check some. Let
Kill
me
them
check
all.
that.
It looks rough, by the way.
Let me
As
just
rough as a
let me
skull
check.
can look.
Please tell me I've got it prepared. I fire it back.
Yeah, you explode it. With your 3 missiles, pew pew pew, they all coalesce into one spot and it just explodes into bone and flame and drops to the ground.
And I'm like, take that, motherfucker.
Is that you?
Well, where's the last? Is there any more there? Oh,
Yeah,
just
there's one
that
next to
one.
Isha.
There's a mummy on Isha, yeah.
I shout, I'm on my way! And I move on.
Start wading through corpses. Isha,
My turn.
Europe fam.
Well, I guess I'll just stab it with my rapier.
Okay, you whap out, you put the bow away.
Yep.
Whap out the rapier.
Yep.
Yeah, go ahead.
And attack. Die, you filth.
Yeah, hits. 7. Okay. You stab right through its chest, it's still standing.
Let's do it again.
Yeah.
Round 2. Oh no.
Oh.
Yeah, you missed. Crit fail. Literally the only thing you have to roll to miss it, by the way. It's got 11 AC.
Can I
And-
change this somehow? Can I recurve my sword?
In fact, you can't pull it out of its chest once you've stabbed it in, and you're considered. Your weapon's considered grappled. I have to make a
Oh,
check
no.
to pull it out. It's its turn. Do you keep a hold of the rapier?
If he's gonna come closer to me, he might just damage himself.
Okay. He gets to attack you with advantage.
If-
Does a 17 hit?
Nope, I got my shield on.
But you just had your bow out. Alright, but did you use your bonus action last turn?
Not to attack, no.
Okay, that's fine.
Use that to swap.
Alright. So make a wisdom save.
I don't want to.
Make one. Make a wisdom save.
Oh no.
Exactly what you needed. You're fine. This gazes into your soul. Bosner, your turn.
Yay.
See Isha trying to wrestle his rapier from this mummy's chest.
I guiding bolt the mummy.
Yeah.
I'm too close. I'm too close.
Oh, I'm gonna go third level.
Yeah, you kill him. You explode him with your radiant magic, and he almost
Okay, I do it.
disintegrates into
That's,
dust.
sorry, that's no damage, but yeah, there we go.
Disintegrates into literal dust. In combat,
I can get my sword back.
seems to be over. Yeah, and as it disintegrates into dust, your sword just comes loose.
Okay, I'll have my shield on just now. For the
Okay.
time being.
Okay, you keep your
Everyone
sword
alright?
shield.
That was fucking rough. Jesus.
Well, that was fun.
Fireball.
Yeah, that's
Where
the
did all the
first
fire
half.
come
Don't
from?
lie.
Jesus, man. Oh God.
Didn't realise we're up against a firing
Well-
squad. Jesus.
I'm gonna use healing word on me.
Of course.
Selfish.
Level 2.
Mm-hmm. Go ahead.
Fuck! Last. Is it my spell attack bonus or
Yeah,
my
your spell casting modifier.
Yeah.
Not your
It's
attack.
gotta be on
plus
What's the mod?
3? I get
Yeah,
6
plus 3.
points back.
Yikes!
I love what you thought. Let's go.
Whenever you guys hire a level cast, it's always a crit fail. I've
Yep, pretty
noticed.
much.
Fuck. Well, I have 18 points left.
Niha's
Has to
looking
clarity
rough,
heal you.
basically.
Can we go through the fucking lake now?
I'm used to healing hands on me.
Okay.
I'm in the
As
middle
you-
way out here.
As you guys are healing yourself, you see a glowing thing coming up through the ground amidst the middle of this room, amidst the corpses and stuff.
Magic.
A glowing spectral being, a head pokes up through the corpses, looks at you all as you all turn and see it. It's pretty obvious, and it just blinks a couple times, dips back down, then slowly ascends, and it appears to take on the appearance of a deep gnome. Pointed ears, it's pale as a ghost, obviously.
Jim John.
Although it has like a
Stone
bluish
speakers, Crystal.
spectral glow to it. And it says, hello?
Hello, little
N-
ghost.
Dwarf.
Can I help you?
And what now? What?
Dwarvish.
Dwarven.
Anyone else speak that besides Bosner?
Hell no.
Oh.
It just says,
Angrod?
it says hello.
Do you still have the helmet?
Hello. Oh, I've still got. Yeah. I don't think
Okay.
it's still going.
Okay. Well, you would have understood.
But I can't speak Dwarvish.
You can.
I say to Boster, Boster, ask if
What?
I can speak common.
Wait a minute.
It says, I speak common.
He speaks common. Good job, Boster.
Can we help you, floating head?
Are you a lich?
What's that?
Nothing.
Don't want
Think
to
that's
be
a
a
no.
lich.
Oh,
Would
absolutely.
we prefer if you weren't a lich.
It says, my name's Pelik.
You're old Pelic, I'm angry.
Pelic.
And it says,
I did.
did he lure you here?
No.
Who?
The two.
Him. Bapido.
A what?
Motherfucker.
You're gonna need a name, pal.
Motherfucker. I hate you. I'm like. Who?
He's deranged. He's evil. He takes us for his experiments. He cuts us up and puts us together. My remains
you
are
know
here
his
somewhere,
name?
but I can't rest until they're buried back in Blingdenstone.
Oh, God.
Do you know his name?
Bapido.
Yeah.
He thinks he's a god.
I asked for a name.
Yeah, Babido. That is his name.
Oh, I thought it was the pedo.
I heard that as well. I heard the pedo.
No, it's bipedal. Like he's
You guys
going
don't
for both
understand. You guys don't know.
I
By
like-
the
I thought it was a pedophile.
I travelled with him from Blingdenstone and I fell in with him. We travelled together and he lured me here and chopped me up. He
Well-
said, please take one part of me to Blingdenstone and bury it so I can rest.
What
Inside check.
parts are yours?
There's a lot of parts here.
Looking
fam.
around, it
Oh,
looks
God.
near impossible to tell. Among the
Can you point out which
gruesomeness.
bit's you?
I'm not sure.
Ah, fuck's sake.
Right, I'm gonna have a gamble. I'm gonna try and pick up a leg. It's like, is this your leg?
You pick up like a goblin leg. It's like green.
Roll
I
100.
don't think so. I don't think it's mine.
I drop it and try again. Is this your leg?
This time you pick up actually like a greyish leg, but it's rotted away. Hard to tell. It looks a bit too big to be mine's.
Alright, give me a minute. There's a lot of legs here.
And then as you're doing that, he says, I know for a fact one of my hands is deeper in the tunnels. He animated
Handy.
it, and it scuttled away.
That may have been the one that was on Isha's shoulder.
Oh,
Isha, would
did you see
hold
it?
the hand?
It has an obsidian ring on its finger. It's a family heirloom.
You're
Usually
done.
get buried with you.
I yeeted it away.
Yes.
Well, if we find your hand, sorry, Hoot, but I have a question. How
Yes.
long ago did you die?
Oh, it's hard to keep track of time down here when you're dead. A while ago. He says,
Jordan,
yeah?
do I see any other undead? Like spirits or stuff?
Looking around, you don't see any other things out of the ordinary. No other undead creatures or anything like that.
No, it's because I can see in the ether, so if there is any ghosts,
Yeah. You see this
Okay,
guy.
no, see.
just that one.
Yeah, just him. No other ghosts or anything.
There's
Uh,
an exit outside the room.
He says, I've seen something. A funny creature running around these tunnels.
What does it look like?
He's a shrunken guy with a funny hat. And he goes through the narrow tunnels.
Ah,
We're looking for him. Do you know if there's a way these tunnels connect? Is there like a central bit they'll connect to?
I haven't gone much deeper, but I'm kind of bound here by my body, but these tunnels are long and labyrinthian. I'm sure they all connect somewhere.
I'm like, well, we'll get your hand for you.
Please,
I'm
and
very interested.
take it to my city, where I can rest.
Blinding stone, yeah.
Yeah.
It's going to take some time. It's just, Go on,
I'm
David,
not in a hurry.
that's fine. Don't worry.
I don't have anywhere to be.
But bipedal. Tell me more about this bipedal.
Oh, he's like the shrunken fellow, but not shrunken. He's normal sized. And he had a big white beard and mustache and balding hair. And he always talked about how he was a god.
Oh.
And he
Oh, God.
says,
The lore.
he says, I'm sure he has some stuff lying around here. I'm not sure where. And then he kind of scans around. He says, oh, there, look. And he points down sort of next to him, sort of like 15 feet over from him. And as you guys look, you see that there's little bits of shimmering light gleaning from this, just from the light from Dawnbringer and stuff. It looks to be some gold and silver pieces, as well as some parchment made from weird skin.
Oh,
Oh
lovely.
boy. If only the Iron Fear was alive.
You'd love it.
You'd be all over this
Yeah.
place, dude.
Pick up the freshest body parts.
Yeah, this is like his wet dream. And looking at it, it appears there's something written on the parchment in Dwarvish that Bosner, you notice. And it just says, "Worship Bupido."
Oh god.
Don't think I will, thanks.
You're missing it, dude.
It's definitely not as good as the light.
He said, "You seem nice for surface peoples. Maybe there's a... Are you trying to get back to the surface?"
We're trying
Not
to stay
yet.
the surface.
Trying to do a few things first.
There's probably away from Blingdenstone. Wink wink.
We have a job to do down here first.
Okay. Bye!
Right,
And
okay.
he sinks into the ground.
Goodbye, little ghost man.
My name's Pellic.
Goodbye, Belak.
And he disappears. Pellic with a P, sir.
I like you, Balin.
How do you spell Papido?
B-U... Oh, let me see here. B-U-P-P-I-D-O. Bupido.
Doopy doo.
I can't
Or
believe.
I guess it's Bupido.
I like
No,
bipedal.
Bupido's there.
Yeah.
Peter's better.
We're going with
Bapido.
Bapido. Bapido is fine.
Yeah,
I
like
can't
Peter.
believe you
Bupido.
fucking finally did it. We did it, Shabba.
We did it. He's circling back.
We're back at the start of the campaign.
Well, we're here, so I'll say we just push forward,
Find that hand.
Oh,
or do you want to take a short rest?
No, we
Probably not in the room of corpses, to be honest.
Well,
Can
we already killed the
I-
corpses, most
We
of them.
We need to keep moving. We haven't got time to just fucking stop and rest.
What? Because you're not half dead.
We're chasing
That's-
a midget and somehow we got into a room full of corpses and now we need to find someone's hand. What the fuck happened? How did we get
D&D,
to this
man.
moment?
D&D happened.
we happened. It's only us.
That's because you refused to cross the fucking river.
If you're not die on you though.
But
Like there's another fucking way.
we're already halfway in this room. We just go.
Right, let's go
Eh.
then.
You guys continue on.
Yeah.
Can I check something real quick?
What do you want to check?
If the hand that I tossed in, I probably know the general direction. Can I just check if there's any magical items nearby? See if his ring was magical.
Do you have detect magic?
I have a kind of check.
I do,
You cannot, sir. You
I
cannot just
do, but
arcana
it'll
check
take
the
me
area.
10 minutes.
Nah.
I do, but it will take me 10 minutes.
I guess you don't want to bury that poor soul.
You look where you tossed the hand. It doesn't seem to be there.
Oh no.
So, do you guys move on?
Yeah,
Yeah.
I guess so.
Okay, you begin moving through into the next area. And what you come across, the next tunnel opens up to a natural cave wherein you see several fungal creatures dancing to a silent tune.
Oh,
Three of them
God.
stand 5 feet tall while the others are half as tall. One of the small ones stands apart from the rest. Its movements not nearly as frantic. Hunched nearby are two larger creatures that resemble apes covered in mushroom growths and yellow mold. To which
Do we recognize any of them?
like myconids, and with their quaggoth spore servants, it seems like a familiar sight.
Yeah, can we just like avoid these things? Like I've had my fill of mushrooms in recent times. It's a big no from me, Chief.
We can
Just
heal.
needs to pass them.
If we can determine if they're nice mushrooms, so they could maybe help me.
We thought the last ones were nice mushrooms and they fucking poisoned you.
Well,
You
maybe we,
almost got poison at this.
if I'm already poisoned, I can only get poisoned there.
As you guys
Or
never,
you become one of them.
as you guys didn't stealth, eventually as they're dancing, one of them notices and kind of takes a pause, and then a bigger one, sort of 5.5 feet tall, with this big mushroom, like tall mushroom cap, not white brimmed like the ones you've seen before, slowly just starts sauntering towards you guys, and he's kind of doing a little dance at the same time. He's doing a little jig as he moves up on you guys, with his little crew kind of sitting back, and they kind of continue to dance. And the two quaggoth, like ape-like creatures, stand there literally unmoving, like not making a single movement at all, with their eyes glazed over white and mushrooms just sprouting from all over their bodies. And you just hear, as it gets closer, do you guys do anything?
I just kind of start backing away slowly. It's like, okay, yeah, stop.
I'll just think in my head, hello there.
Yeah, eventually, as he gets close enough, and his surrounding spores kind of connect with you guys, maybe not Epicus because he's backing up, but you hear Niels, as you're probably up front as the kind of pseudo-navigator, survival person,
Yeah.
a retort saying, "Hey, how's it going?"
Good, how is it going?
He says, "Fantastic, having a dance. Wanna join
Are you
in?"
not going to the great wedding?
He says, "What wedding?"
Well, we spoke with some of your kind and they were going to a great wedding of a beauty.
He says, "Great wedding? What?
Yeah.
Could this be the lady you're talking about?"
Yeah, we came from the mushroom village. We met Philo.
I don't know who that is, miss.
As
Inside check. I can't hear this. Fuck, never mind.
I mean, it depends. How far back are you, like, chilling?
I mean, I wasn't like backing right the fuck up. I took a couple steps back.
Yeah, you would hear this then. Because he's addressing all of you. Oh, you want to insight check him?
Yes.
Uh,
I don't trust no mushrooms.
you get the feeling... You don't know much about this creature, so it's hard to insight him. Although... he seems kind of manic, I guess. Whereas before, the other ones you met, they seemed friendly, but they weren't like dancing around and having a good time. This guy's having a good time.
So it's the same, but he's a lot less reserved.
Hard to say. I mean, he doesn't seem malicious. He's not saying anything malicious yet.
Yet.
Yeah.
okay, then I'll ask him. We are looking for a small ghetto. It's like this high and is wearing fancy-ish clothes.
What
Have
you
you
have?
seen him around?
He says, "We don't leave here really much. We got here through the lady's dream."
What lady is that?
Look at my.
Well,
He
I was
says, "Well, we shared the lady's dream together, and we ended up here."
Okay.
He says, "We can show you the lady's dream.
Yeah, no, thank you.
We can share the lady's gift with you, and you can do the same.
Yeah, I'll pass. Thank you.
I'm already doing something like that.
Thank you. We're looking for his son, and I point to Bosna.
He says,
Aye.
"You all look the same to me."
Well, his
I look
son
at
looks
Ibkis.
more like him.
He says,
What?
you all look the same. By the way, my name's Whisper."
Usper. Nice name. What does it mean?
And then, like, as you guys are doing that, you notice off to the side, the little curled up one's gotten a little closer, and Ebkis and who else would be kind of in the back?
Thank God.
Okay, you guys hear, "Go. Leave. Don't take the gift."
Gift?
I'm like,
We
I
love
like
gift.
turn. I'm like, what's your name, little one?
You get no reply. But then Whispers keeps going on. He's like, if you don't want the gift, fair enough. Says, "I'm gonna go back to dancing. See ya." And he
Bye.
goes back to his little troupe, and they begin dancing again.
Dancing in the moonlight.
I've put in my notes, Visper is a fun guy. Let's go.
You don't know.
Just go past them.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I'm still in range of the little one, Jordan.
You can see it off to the side, yeah, and he's kind of secluded. He's secluded compared to the rest of them. Doesn't seem interested in dancing.
Like, can I like
It's a
walk
little
into
one
his
too.
range?
It's like a child version. It's kind of reminds you of Stool. Same. Oh wait, you don't know Stool. But yeah, it's about Stool's height and stuff. It's a sprout.
I walk in like near its range as we're walking away,
Yeah.
and I ask it, are you trapped? Are they keeping you trapped here?"
It says, "I don't want the gift. The lady's gift's bad. They're acting weird."
Maybe drug.
It's like, then leave.
Then go where? I'm
Away
just a
from them.
sprout. I'm just a sproutling. I can't survive.
Oh fuck!
Just a fucking mushroom bee. What you want from me?
No, because fuck, it's my character. Fuck. Oh, who's closest to me, Jordan?
Probably me still.
Everyone's kind of like, I get the idea you guys are kind of moving on and trying to just skirt the edge a bit. And you notice there's a big fungi patch sort of around there's a big fungi patch in the middle and off to the side on the right hand side, southern side. Wait, maybe I can bring you guys in, I guess. Here you are. And yeah, probably Ebkis is hung back with you, but everyone else seems to be kind of moving on.
I like grab Ibkis like arm, and I'm just like, I whisper to you, can we kill him? This isn't like a question. This is a, do you think we can do it?
No.
I'm not too sure. I think this is kind of getting off the beaten path. I think we should just move on.
Mm-hmm.
As a man with a mushroom in his head,
Mushrooms.
mushrooms, this little one does not want to suffer.
As a man who nearly had a mushroom in his head and doesn't like mushrooms, I think we should go on.
Still has one.
Fuck.
I thought we need to leave.
If we come back this way, we fucking kill him.
If we come back this way,
If we come back this
If we come back at all.
we'll discuss it with the others.
just hear and go, "Don't leave me."
I'm like, come with us, come with, just walk with us.
It starts walking towards you. It's a little like it's like 2.5 feet
Shit.
tall, 3 feet tall, making it. Barely has like little T-Rex arms. Doesn't have fully developed arms. It's just got legs. It just walks
Oh,
along
fuck.
with its eyes.
I got now. Be cool. Just walk.
I'm walking, I'm
Just be
walking,
cool.
I'm walking, I'm fucking walking.
They don't make a group performance check
Performance.
to like try and
Group?
well you two who are trying to like
Yeah, I'm
skirt
not.
'em. Yeah,
Yeah, I'm not involved in that.
or one of you with advantage.
That's
Holy fuck.
abduction.
Alright, that works. So you're kind of like trying to obstruct them and moving them up ahead in front of you, but you're not trying to hide, so it's not really stealth technically. So you're bringing them up to the front. They appear to be enamored with their dancing, and as you move towards what's up ahead, which appears to be some kind of thicket, you turn back and look, and you see a flash of light, and some kind of portal opens up in the fungal thicket on the south side, and all the Myconids walk through it, along with their spore servants, and then it closes. And you
But
turn back and see this you've got this Myconid sprout with you now.
Oh god.
So
I'm
we just
like,
kidnapped the baby mushroom.
And it
I
just,
turn and I'm like, where did they go?
it just says, "Oh, I'm free!"
I'm like, yeah,
Yeah,
Great.
fuck it, you're free. Alright, come on.
yeah,
Let's go.
yeah. You can go back.
Now
to
we
your,
have a stray.
It
Our
says,
Where did they go?
it says, "My name's Rumpadump."
I'm like, rumpadump.
Take me
Where-
with you. I can't survive on my own.
Where did they go?
I don't know. They did that before. That's how we ended up here.
Where were you before?
We had a little village.
Fuck! Whatever this great raid is, they're all going to it.
Well, no, they said they weren't going to it.
It's
They didn't know
some-
what it was.
They keep talking about
Yeah.
the lady being our god. I don't know what they mean.
The lady. I don't know either. Can I make a fucking religion check? I have no idea what the fuck they're talking about.
Of mushroom ladies.
Sure, make a religion check, sir.
No.
You don't know.
Excellent.
Doesn't ring any bells. The lady is very vague.
Oh, I left here. Let me try.
I love you. Let me try.
You don't know either.
God bless.
I'm not gonna bother trying. Half the time I don't know who my god is anymore. I'm like, well, whatever the lady is, you're safe from it.
I suppose.
Ish.
You're safe back where you were. We'll bring you food.
Alright, I guess we're just gonna catch up with the rest now.
Yes.
Okay.
If you can keep up. But if you can't, you can't. And that's just something you'll have to.
Is everyone good? Because I bottomed out for me a little bit there.
Oh yeah.
Alright, cool.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So. Fuck. Alright, cool. Yeah, you guys are great. So, as you come up to this thicket, you see. Let me just check something here real quick. Scrolling. Here we are. 1, 2. Okay, cool. So, as you begin moving up this thicket, you see a dense fungi forest blocking your way. Its tallest specimens growing some 5 feet high. Even as you assess the best way to pass through, a hissing sound starts to rise, like an uncounted tiny voices whispering in tongues you don't understand.
Are you sure?
And up ahead in the distance,
So a shimmering light.
who's ahead? So Angron and Isha, no, Angron and Ebkis sat back. Isha as well, 'cause you were listening in. So Bosner and Nihal make
Yeah.
perception checks.
Damn.
What do you think?
God damn.
Nihal, you hear more. You see some movement up ahead. It looks like the thicket. Let's see what you actually see here. Yeah, it looks like it diverts into 2 different directions up ahead. Not only that, you, Nihal, see some movement, like some of the mushrooms up at that intersection moving from left to right, and with that perception check, you actually see some white hair spiked up poking through the top of the thicket, and it's darting off to the right at a pretty decent speed. Looking ahead, this looks like it'd be difficult terrain for you.
Not for me.
Yeah, maybe not for you. 5 feet tall mushrooms, though, getting away of everyone else, unless you have some way to bypass it, obviously. But just wading through this is definitely going to halve everyone else's movement. But you specifically saw that movement from left to right up ahead, and saw white hair poking out from the top of the mushroom caps. It's like
What language do they speak?
Who?
The whispers.
Oh, it doesn't sound like they're saying anything. It just sounds like whisper. Make a nature check. It's creepy. It doesn't seem to be speaking any language specifically. Doesn't seem to be coming from a specific source, just the thicket itself all over. It doesn't sound... yeah, like anything you know, really.
Okay, so
Could
I'll
just be
turn
some weird stuff.
and I'll whisper that I saw white hair just darting off the right. It may be.
And with that perception, you would have heard like... you would have heard like insane mumbling and ramblings, like here, and like talking to itself. Faint echoes, nothing specific.
It may be bipedal going on the right. So I think we should go left. Because, you know, it likes to cut and experiment and piece people back together.
Yeah, I agree.
Yeah, fuck it. Why not?
Okay. So what do you guys do? Do you guys begin moving through the thicket itself?
Yeah.
Okay. Nihal, do you keep pace with everyone? Because you'll have to... they're all at half speed.
Yeah, I'll slow down.
Okay. So you start moving
Sauce
up,
boss.
taking the lead.
So it went right. You should go left, I think. Or if you want to just follow bipedal and then maybe be cut into pieces. That's your choice.
Or we cut him into pieces.
The ghost head said he likes to cut people into pieces.
Yes, but or we could cut him into pieces.
This guy.
Just open to debate.
But we are in democracy, so you decide.
Can I
Who
see?
I think
Who
we just need
wants
a
to go
strong,
left?
stable relationship.
Who wants to go left? Me.
Me.
I trust Nihao. She knows what she's doing.
Alright, let's go left.
Okay.
Majority rules, motherfuckers.
Means it's all your fault when we come into something crazy dangerous.
Academic order.
Please don't take me.
So you guys, if your new little companion who almost blends into the thicket, begin making your way through. Hold on a second. Is there anything you guys are doing? What's the sort of order? Nihal up front, then Bosner, Rebkes, Isha, Angro?
I guess I'm at the front.
Okay. Is there anything you guys are doing as you're walking or anything like that?
I'm gonna put.
Try not to die.
You're gonna what?
I'm gonna have my crossbow out, Jordan. I'm just like keeping my eyes out for anything moving towards us.
I'll keep my mace out.
Okie doke. Keep your mace out, you do that.
And I'm just kind of walking.
Yeah, no worries. So, as you guys begin walking, Nihal, since you're navigator, make a perception check. Not bad. Let's see here. Let's see, where the fuck is it? Where? Damn. Oh, there it is. In that case, as you're walking, Nihal, you hear a slight humming noise. Familiar noise. Think back and you look up and you see off to the left, on the ceiling, which is some 40 feet or so up.
Is it tentacle shit?
No, a bug-like creature with a long, thinning proboscis and fly-like wings, and it gives you a flashback to a certain demonic temple you guys traversed one time. It appears to be grappled onto the wall off to the left, and let's see here.
Is it sleeping?
You're not sure, but it hasn't stirred. And you look to the right, and there's also one on the ceiling to the right way as well.
Okay, and I'll cast Pass Without a Trace, and I tell the others to be quiet.
Okay.
Pause there. Be quiet.
Okay, pass without a trace, stealth checks. Are you moving off to the left, I take it?
Yeah.
Okay, stealth checks, including Rumpadump. He gets advantage because he's in a field full of mushrooms.
He's a moving one.
Oh, he rolls a nat 20.
I get advantage as well because my hood's up.
Yeah.
Still.
Let's see. Perception check. Okay. Okay. Fail. Pass. Fail. Pass.
It's plus 10.
Oh yeah, you get plus 10.
Still fail.
Okay, so with that pass without a trace, you start making your way slowly to the northwest through this difficult terrain. Because of the terrain, you're gonna have to roll another stealth check, everybody, as you're passing it at this point. You're at the halfway mark. In fact, I can give you a visual for you all to see.
Oh no.
Fuck off!
Oh,
Come
no.
on!
I can't
Wait.
believe you've done this.
We've seen these before. Oh no.
Save yourself.
Save yourselves.
Look at him, he's so cute. Sorry, not so cute if you zoom in.
Save. 11. 11, 11, 11. So, when does the second round start here, Epkiss? Wait, is everyone rolled?
Oh wait,
Mm,
I thought. My
I think
bad.
I rolled
Bosner?
first, so I went.
Yeah, I need Bosner to roll as well.
Disadvantage again, yeah.
Yeah, for you.
Yeah, but you have +10.
Plus 10.
Uh.
True. Okay. Not bad.
That's not terrible.
Ankrod being a roll.
Wow.
Okay.
Wow.
So 11. So pass, fail, pass, pass. You're lucky. You guys are one away. You guys were one number away. Like Nihal begins to trip and fall, and she falls into the thicket. And you guys look up in terror at this creature as it stirs for a moment, its wings flapping, and then it comes to rest, and Nihal slowly makes her way up as you guys continue. Also, if you want to see what Rumped Up looks like,
I did see that. I did spot that.
that's what it looks like. The little
That's like
T-Rex arms.
the face of a mind flayer there.
That's
Secret mind flayer.
that's
Yeah.
Cthulhu
If we come
itself.
combat, Rumpel's gonna fuck some cunts up.
Yeah, sure.
He casts banishment.
So you guys slowly begin making your way, just ever so gently, and eventually you do make it out unharmed for the time being. And let's see where you've ended up. Over here.
Phew. Now. Left or right?
Yeah, I'm gonna make a survival check, Neo. Since you're the navigator, I suppose. You can sort of deduce from your sense of direction and navigation skills that the left direction would lead you back to the lake that you guys came across when you first came in, but just the other side of it.
That was a easier way to go through.
Debatable.
Shut up.
So to the right.
So, yeah. And then again.
Okay, so you guys start making your way up to the right, and you come across 3 ways you can go.
Nice.
Do we go north or east?
You've got northwest, northeast, and east.
Can I make... actually, I ask Angrod, because he's the rogue, to check if there is any like footstep or traces that may be similar to the one we saw before.
How many charges do you think I've got? I'll joke. Right, I'll look with a gem of seeing, Jordan.
Sure.
I didn't say use the gem of seeing, just you have more experience than me finding traces.
But could come in handy. 120 foot. Through sight.
So you did each one. Let's see here. 23 perception. What are you looking for?
Like footstep, like the one we saw before,
that's
the one that we're
more-
entering.
That's more of like a survival check.
Or I could be looking north, up the northeast tunnel
Okay,
to see if I can see anything. That's what I want to do.
Okay, you're looking up the northeast tunnel with the gem.
Yeah.
And what you see is a pretty nothing special really. Just looks like a long tunnel that winds to the left eventually. Gets a bit narrower and then wider, and then sort of winds up northward.
What about to the east?
Looking to the east. How much vision does it? How much range does that shit have?
120 feet.
120.
What is that?
Looking to the
That's-
east, you see further along there's some kind of opening or crack in the cavern wall. And then it's like a smaller opening, which you're not sure if you could fit through it. Maybe it looks bigger than the one you saw before. From this distance, hard to see, but then there is obviously continues onwards to the east. Yikes, you're not being attacked, don't worry.
I like say to Nihal, I'm like, there's a northeast is a long winding tunnel. To the east, there's an opening in the wall. Don't know if you'll fit through it though. We could always check that out, and then if we can't fit through that, we can head up, because I think we want to go up. Because this, like, in a point to like the northeast tunnel, like, this leads up and round, I think.
I think we should go up. Because if all the tunnels connect together, then it was like if it just went right to the pedo.
Yikes. Called out.
And that's why you always turn left at bases, guys.
So I think northeast.
So, northeast.
Yeah, so the one in front of us.
Cool. Right, we're heading northeast. This is a dictatorship now.
Okay, let's go.
Do the rest of you just...
Yeah.
Okay.
Can see the light.
FYI, no more charges left in the gym, see? For the day.
I didn't tell you to use the fucking gem of seeing.
Ah, but it's handy. I've got 10 minutes out as well, so... I keep it like handy, Jordan. Just...
You stay in the front with me.
Yeah. Like when we start coming to the end of what I can see, I want to use it again.
Okay, so let's go.
Let's go, guys.
Alright, you start moving up through the tunnels. As you move up, you eventually come across two gaps, one at either side of you, flanking. They look to be... Are these ones too small for you? You guys have no idea how much notes I have open right now. 11... Okay, so that's 11... No, it's not. Yeah, you come across these cracks in the wall. They look too small for you to enter.
Do I see anything else apart from the cracks?
You see more of those mushrooms you found at the start, near the cracks.
No, I mean like stuff with a proboscis.
Oh. Nah, you haven't seen anything like that coming up to this point.
Okay, so just go in, I guess. Because Ghost Head said he was traveling, the one with the hat was traveling through the small passages. Which means he might have come here.
Possibly.
Oh damn, I'm a fucking retard.
Yep. Anyway, what?
I goofed on you guys a bit. Oh well. I don't know if I retcon that or not. Fuck it. We're good. You guys are fine. Or are you? This could actually make a difference. When I said through the thicket, when I said the hair was sticking up, I should have said there was a hat sticking through the thicket.
Oh, well.
Son of a bitch.
God damn it.
So it was in the fungus.
It was Droge.
It's up to you guys if you want to retcon that. You haven't made much progress.
It was not the pedo.
It wasn't the pedo that you can think of.
Oh, come on.
You can retcon it. You guys have literally made no progress from that point.
I mean, if we knew it was Jokey, we would have went after him anyway. 100%.
Yeah,
Yeah,
You want to
yeah.
I
go
would
that way?
have, yeah.
Okay.
Retcon.
Retconned, you're now here. You made it past
Fuck.
you made it past the chasm demons, and you're walking through this area, and checking the ground. Nihal, with your survival expertise, you'd made a survival check earlier, but a high check, I think. You would
Yeah,
see that
probably.
there are footsteps heading this way, for sure. And
Okay, let's go.
as you keep following them, you eventually get to this fork. What do you do at this point?
Do I still see the footsteps?
I'll say make another survival check.
So I'm gonna keep your charge. You never used it.
Take your charge back, dude. That's my bad.
I don't know what you're talking about, Jordan. We just got here.
Yeah. Retcon to last like 10 minutes, it's fine. 18 survival, yeah, you see the footsteps are heading west.
Okay, I'll follow.
Okay, you start following. Are you guys like, what's the pace you're at here?
Light jog.
Are you guys picking up the
Light
pace?
I guess. Well, I've cast Pass Without Trace, so we still have +10 on stealth for another, I think, half an hour, maybe? Because it lasts for an hour.
Yeah.
I don't know how long does it take us to cross to.
When you cast out the chasm demons, that didn't take you an hour, so that's like 5, 10, 25. It's been about half an hour since you cast.
Yeah, so we have another half an hour on advantage on stealth.
Okay. Cool. Are you stealthing, I take it?
Yep.
Okay,
Yeah.
I'll tell you if it comes into play. So let's see. That is. One sec. 5. Okay, cool. So as you guys begin making your way through, I'll say go ahead and make a stealth check. Until you get to this point.
+10.
18.
Yeah, this is right at the tail end of their pass as well.
24.
So this will be it done after this. 20, so 8, so that's 28, 27, 27. Wait, oh that's your stealth check there. So that's 18. Cool. Bosner with disadvantage.
Sorry, one second.
Fifth.
Cool. 16.
16.
So
I like this pass without trace thing. It's very useful.
yeah, it's
Oh,
very
yeah.
good. So as you guys come through into this open cavern area, you see the glow of the phasers shifting across the chamber as if it's pushed by an unseen wind. It flows towards and around a large mesa in the middle of the cavern and continues to spiral upward, but the ceiling in the cavern's too dark, too high to see. You hear murmurs and whispers coming from atop the mesa, which grow louder as you slowly and stealthily approach. Its stacked levels resemble steps and a staircase, making for an easy ramp, easy access, running up from bottom to top. However, where you're standing, there doesn't appear to be anyone there, any figures or anything like that.
Nothing invisible.
You can't see anything, nope. But appears there's noises coming from atop this kind of platform,
Do we
essentially.
wanna go and check it?
Sure. It might be who we're looking for.
Let's go.
May also be the evidence we need.
Just give me a second
Well,
and I'll cast Healing Word level 1 on me. Just because.
just for reasons, guys. Don't worry about it. Cool. So you guys make your way up atop the mesa. You all die. So,
Nice.
Camping 2 next week.
yeah. I've already got it rounded. As you come up, you hear the rhythmic clanking of metals, the roaring of forges, the screaming of Darrow, catching hints of conversations, and the low rumblings of a very deep and loud voice, creating a whole storm of sound as you stand atop this mesa.
Is it Dwarvish, Undercommon?
You can try and listen in if you want.
Yeah.
Make a wisdom save.
Wisdom save.
Yeah, make a wisdom save as you listen in. Nice. So, as you're listening in, and the piercing noises gets louder and louder as you sort of go into a meditative state to listen, just take 3 points of psychic damage. And
Casual.
ask me one question about Gracklstugh.
Why would I?
Just do it.
That's not. I mean, that was the question.
Just any question
I
you
don't
like
know.
about the city. Anything you want. Anything at all related to the city.
This is probably the only thing that won't kill you.
Is it people inside the city as well?
Is there... You're asking me if there's people in the city as well?
No, I mean, can I ask about people inside the city as well?
Yeah, don't see why not. It says ask me anything about the people as well.
Where is the Council of Savage?
Alright, the council of
Savants.
Savants.
Savage?
As you listen in, you catch wind of a conversation. You pick out through the storm of sound, conversation between a couple of Darrows who are whispering almost, or keeping their voice low, and you hear them talking about how the councils of savants are keeping them down, and you know, they're so privileged, and they hide out in the Whorlstone caverns.
Okay.
So, anyone else want to take a crack?
I'll slowly start to go back down,
Yeah.
Sure, I'll give
With
you
a
a
bit of,
bash.
with a bit of a headache,
Yeah.
but you know.
and I say I don't want to go up there.
Okay, you back down. Ipkiss, go make a wisdom save.
If. Oh no.
Okay. You're listening in. You also only take 3 points of psychic damage. But as you're listening in, you can't really catch wind of anything of any importance.
Alright, I also go down then.
Yeah, you can keep trying. But it's up to you guys.
I'm gonna try.
Sure. Go ahead, make a wisdom save.
Where did you say that the council is?
The Whorlstone tunnels, I should have said, not caverns. Whorlstone tunnels. Nice. Yeah, what would you like to ask of the city? Within reason, but, you know.
How can I find the Grey Ghosts?
You catch a conversation between two Durigar. You have your helmet of comprehend languages on, yeah?
Yeah.
You catch a conversation in Dwarvish between two Durigar who are talking about, who seem to be from the Grey Ghosts, two assassins, and it seems to be a cloak and dagger meeting, and they're talking about getting back to the alchemy lab down below, quote unquote. They don't mention the name, but they also mention something about an obelisk and how they need to find all the fragments for the obelisk and piece it together. And you also take 3 points of psychic damage.
Oh, motherfucker.
You crit. I'm gonna say you don't take it, just because you
Yeah.
crit.
Take it. Take it.
Nah, he
Oh.
doesn't take it. He's fine. And you got a bit of a headache. And in fact, your head's not too bad. It's not like hurting, but it's
For
like,
a change.
it's not migraine. It's a bit of a headache.
It's just the mushrooms, that's all.
But you feel like you could keep going if you wanted to. You can do this as many times up to your wisdom modifier, guys. At least
No, I'm
once.
fine. I'm fine.
Okay.
In fact,
gonna-
one
I wanna-
more. Where'd you go then?
Okay, you
I will-
walk back up the ramp on top of the mesa.
Oh wait, I was thought you were doing it, because...
Right, I'll do it then.
Alright, you can go first, why not?
Right.
As Ebkis goes up, Nihal, you look to the
Yeah?
other side of this. Since you got the high perception, you finished your thing. You look to the other side of the cavern. There's a gap, an opening, and in that opening, you see a dashing of a silhouette. Look down, floppy hat, big, bright white hair, and you see Droke. Not only that, as you just catch him, he turns, locks eyes with you, mushroom in hand. He eats a mushroom and shrinks.
Oh. I cast hold person.
What's the range on that?
60 feet.
20, 50. No, you're at range.
Fuck.
You're like 20 odd feet out of range there. But you
And
see
I
him.
ran and cast it.
He already eats the mushroom as he looks at you, shrinks down, and then darts into this crack in the wall.
Do I see what mushroom he ate?
Make a perception check. You might have seen it. In fact, I have like an actual thing here.
Yes!
I've got a description.
Nice!
Let's see it.
Yeah.
Is it blue or purple?
Yeah. I should say this. Droke stands before a tall yet narrow crack in the wall. He stares at the crack at the moment, leans down, rummaging among the fungi, cackling with glee as he looks at you and eats the mushroom whole. As he finishes the last bite, he shrinks down to doll size and runs into the crack. You saw the mushroom that he ate in order to shrink him down, and
Yeah.
it was... Fuck, now I need to check. It's the blue one with the white polka dots on it, blue cap. And
Hook
as
me
he
up.
darts off into that, and we see what Ebkis gets with his wisdom save, you ask a question, take 3 points of psychic damage.
Oh, hang on.
This is all happening in tandem, obviously, it's all happening at once.
Yeah.
What do you ask?
Has there been any dwarf child slaves of priority within the city?
Child slaves?
Not child.
Oh no.
Not child.
Dwarf
Son.
slaves. You hear a conversation between some Duragar guards. How one of them's kind of ranting on. What languages do you speak actually?
I speak Common and Infernal.
Okay, scrap that. You
Me
hear
too.
a conversation between a couple of not dwarves. You're not sure what they are. Speaking in common. Oh, actually. Oh, this is a good chance. Okay, no, you hear this in Infernal. You hear two creatures, both talking in Infernal, within the city of Gracklstugh, and they seem to be talking about trade. It's more specifically slave trade. And they're talking about what they're looking for and who they're looking for, and it appears they're going through some ledgers they got given by some local slave dealers, and they mentioned that the Duergar tend to be very efficient with their labor and slaves, and whatever backgrounds that their slaves come from, they tend to use that to their advantage and get full efficiency out of them, and send dwarven slaves to a nearby mine neighbouring the city. But that's the only kind of thing you get from that.
That's great.
And just as Droki eats a mushroom, disappears into the crack, you get this. No doubt some of you see Nihal reach out with her hand and like gauge the distance. That's where we'll leave it for the night.
Cool.
So, blue mushroom shrink, and I guess purple enlarge.
Sounds fun.
We could have passed through the crack.
Right, Miss Druid.
We don't know how long it lasts for.
Next time, we just use Angrod as a guinea pig.
I was